We got a Tampa too.
And we're live. You can find us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, the Red River Rundown. We getting lit. Well, I'm getting lit. I don't know about y'all. Steelers is up 14-6. I know Isaiah's getting ready for the Dolphins to get clapped later. Jaguars
Yes,
probably.
sir.
Jaguars, we all play on Monday?
Now we play at the 3 o'clock slate.
Okay.
We
I
play
have you
we
all.
play
The
the Niners,
Texans?
baby.
Oh, the Niners. That's
The
right. Yeah, yeah.
Niners.
Yeah.
Yeah, we smacked the Texans last week, man. Fuck
That's
them.
right. Yeah, y'all, yeah, y'all and the Colts is crazy. Let's actually take a pivot instead of talking football or NFL. I said football, NFL right now. Let's go ahead and let's start with the week 5 slate and let's start talking about how OU won the bye week and they lost the bye week at the same time. Obviously, a
Yeah.
ton of ranked teams, highly ranked teams, hold massive L's, but John
No.
Mateer injury comes out. And what are y'all's thoughts about old John Mateer?
I mean the ideal situation is for him to well for OU as a team to go 2-1 whenever he comes back. I think there's also trying to play light, but also wonder if he could come back for OU Texas at the same time. South Carolina is a pushover, and there's no team that's a true pushover in the SEC. So, like, nobody's going to count the Kent State game. That's just it is what it is. They should win by 50. Um, but also, I think it was a weird injury because he kept playing the whole game. Like, no, and then nobody knew until it like came out really that it was going on. He was still able to play the whole game. Didn't do too bad. Nobody really noticed the difference, and then all of a sudden, yeah, he's getting surgery today, and he's not going to be able to play for 3 weeks. So it was a weird kind of situation. They definitely won the bye week, especially with what we witnessed yesterday, well, Friday, going in all the way into last night, late last night. But good, this is a good chance if they go 2-1, you know, in these next 3 games, they're still going to be in a comfortable position, especially with how the teams that did lose lost. That's just my take, though.
We'll get to those. Cam, what's your thoughts on Mateer?
Uh, so anytime you lose a Heisman hopeful, well, if we're being 100,
The
the Heisman
Heisman
front
hopeful?
runner,
Yeah.
yeah, the Heisman
Yeah,
front runner. I mean,
at the time. Yeah.
that hurts. So I'm not trying to take away from him, but um, I think a lot of people are looking at Michael Hawkins and looking at last year Michael Hawkins, and
He's not the
I
same
think
guy.
I think it's a mistake. I mean, there was nothing good about Oklahoma's offense last year, and you expected a true freshman to come in and be the savior. And I felt like at least we had some kind of identity when Hawkins came in, like some kind of form of being dynamic in a way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
excitement.
So like there was more of a leadership too. Like Hawkins to me was more of a leader than Jackson Arnold, and the team seemed to rally behind him. Anyways, this year you actually have a healthy receiving core. You have a line that can pass pro, pretty solid. Defense I think is better than last year's, um, and you have a coordinator and a scheme that has some form of direction. Like there's a game plan. And it's not. It doesn't look vanilla. It doesn't look junior high. So I'm. It sucks losing Mateer, but I'm excited to see what Hawkins does in this offense with the ones. I mean, we saw him in Temple, you know, whatever. But I'm excited to see what he can do with a full game slate, a full game plan built around him. I don't know what that means. What are we doing?
We the ones, bro. What you talking
Oh,
about?
I was like, what the fuck y'all doing? Anyways, yeah, I plus we get supposed to get Giovanni Gibson back. He was supposed to be one of the dynamic playmakers in this offense. So I'm excited, man.
Talk
I
to
don't think
her.
it's doom and gloom, especially the way Texas has looked offensively. They've looked inept. So, in my opinion, even if Mateer can't go at OU Texas, if Hawkins can generate anywhere in the range of 20 to 27 points, that's a win. I think our defense is going to shut them down. That's just my opinion. But also, you know, when with Gundy getting fired up in Stillwater, we we actually gained two 5-star recruits out of that whole deal. Like, and possibly a third. I think he's a 4-star. KD Jones, Kewan Jones' son.
Yeah.
He decommitted from Stillwater, and
Yep.
OU was in his top three. So maybe we get a running back out of the whole deal too. But gaining the two offensive linemen, bro, that's to me that's a win in the bye week
Yeah,
all on
yeah,
its own.
that's
They
pretty
they
tough.
did a lot of winning. The material injury for me, obviously, you guys can tell I went into depression. I shaved my face. No, it was a
Bro,
complete
when
accident.
you
It was a
when the
complete
camera came
accident,
on,
bro.
I was
So
like,
I'll explain that real quick. So I shaven this part of my face so I
it
don't
looks
look
like a
homeless.
Snapchat filter.
Right? Right. I shaved this part of my face so I didn't look homeless going into work. And because my beard and goatee had gotten so long, I was like, let me trim it. My trimmer, I only have 1 millimeter and 16. So it's either all the way down or 16. So my dumbass is like, I'll just you take it bare and just try to trim it that way. I
Yeah,
had this side done and I was over here and all the way
you get
down. And
the
I was like,
yeet.
yeah, that's it's
Mm.
a wrap. It's all got to go.
Bro, you
But
look like you just found out what third base was.
man, I've known what that was for a long time. But the material injury for me, it sucks because of when like when the news came out. I would have much rather have found out about it and been depressed last Sunday and been
Yeah,
like I like the dub whatnot because it came out what Tuesday, the
Tuesday.
same day as Gundy getting fired. Like I was just like, man, damn it, But the Hawkins situation, I don't think there's any other point in the season that this would be better.
Yeah.
I do have optimism that Mateer could come back and play. Obviously, Jared Goff had the same
Mm.
surgery. 12 days later, he was back playing. If it's a pain threshold injury, I think Mateer comes back and plays.
Yeah.
Obviously, he shows he can deal with it. I think it'll be more can he grip it? And honestly, they may put him in them Kenny two glove gloves. Kitty Flickets and
Teddy
see if
Two
he can do
Gloves,
it just to
baby.
just to get him into Texas. But again, I think I'm in agreement with you. I think with Mateer, the Red River shootout is 31-14, something like that, 31-17. I think with Hawkins, it'll be a little bit closer. It'll be something like 24-20, maybe 2017. But I still think OU is in prime position to get a dub because I, Texas hasn't shown me anything. Obviously, Auburn hadn't either, and like Jackson came out and balled. I know the rivalry holds a lot of merit to it, but I think we have what we need to cool the rivalry, which is a solid defense. And honestly, OU having like they're in a place now where just win. And even if you just look good, you have some rough
Yeah.
games in your schedule going to Knoxville, you go to Bama, just look good. And if you look good, you'll get in the playoffs, and that's all that matters. But yeah, I don't have any big philosophical shit, philosophical John Mateer, anything like that. But I mean, Noel's
I,
getting beat by all
That poor
Virginia.
wide receiver
Did you?
that
I
tried to
thought he
make
was
the play.
dead,
I
bro.
thought he died.
he
Yeah, because
literally disappeared.
yeah, barely
Yeah.
the ball
Do
hits
you
the
see
ground, and
him?
they yeah.
And then,
I was looking hard, like, did he get out of there? Because yeah,
nobody knows,
No,
man.
yeah, yeah.
The
he
funniest
is.
thing,
Yeah, he
He's in
belongs
the
to
turf.
Bangkok now.
Yeah, absolutely.
the funniest thing I saw is a kid ran up to Castellanos
Flipped him the bird.
filming. Yeah, he was like, holding his phone. I was like, Jesus
I
Christ. I
think
mean,
whoever that was, it a receiver that dropped that pass in the second overtime. The
yeah,
juggle. Yeah, 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 yeah. You would have had an
yeah, he was
earful.
talking shit like he scored.
Well, you would have got an earful
I
from me
thought it.
because you
I
should have caught
mean,
it. That's a perfect
yeah,
pass, hit you right in the basket.
yeah.
I get it, but man, you got to make that catch.
Mm-hmm.
I think they'll
It's a
be
big
fine.
time
Though. I think
play.
Florida State will be fine.
I mean, they'll
As I say,
fall
I'm not going to
to
comment because I didn't get to watch it.
I
the.
barely I watched like the ending of it, but they were getting thrashed early on, and they made a good
Mhm.
comeback. They made some plays down the stretch, and man, Virginia just they made a good play. They scored a
Yeah,
couple times, and Florida State just they were in control until it was on second down, I think.
yeah.
And I don't know if it was a double move or what, but ball hit the
He
dude right here in the end zone.
and
All he
he.
has
Yeah.
to do is catch it. That's a
Mm.
touchdown. It hit his hands. He juggled it, came back, boom, tipped it, tried to catch it and get his feet down. He did not have full control whenever he got his last foot down, so it was
Yeah,
incomplete. And then they just didn't score after that. So it
yeah,
was
and especially the
Sounds a lot
pressure
like
that. he was under on that
Yeah,
last throw
yeah,
definitely affected him.
Sounds a
yeah.
lot like the Georgia receiver last night in the
I
third
see
quarter. Scores 24-21. He's gone. He's 20 yards past the defense and drops the ball. That quarterback hit him right in the basket.
that game
And then they don't
wasn't.
score.
Was that game in Athens?
Yeah, that was between the
Yeah.
hedges.
Yep.
Whenever I will like just trying to think about like, man, what does Georgia do from this? I'm like, oh man, the voters probably won't bump them down as far, but if you lose at home,
But
Yeah.
but Georgia hasn't really looked like Georgia
Georgia,
the last couple of years. Like
yeah,
even they went up to Knoxville and almost got beat. They kind of lucked out of that one, So it's I see what you're saying. Like it's hard to drop them too far,
they have to go to
but
like 13 to 15. I think they
yeah,
have to.
with plenty of room to come back. I mean, it's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
like they're
yeah.
out of the picture. It's
Yeah,
just
you just got to get to 12, right? Well, not even really
yeah,
ranked 12. You just have to win,
Yeah.
get to the SEC championship game, which
Yeah.
at this point, their side of the bracket is weak as
yeah,
shit. Yeah, they're fine.
Yeah.
Their toughest games are probably done.
the SEC is so fucking wide open, man.
It's wide
What about
It's
open and
kind of
Vanderbilt,
crazy.
man? Did they
it's
play
so
Vandy?
crazy. It's crazy too because there's so many good teams. Like
Yeah,
you have all of
it's
them
not
like
wide open like the old Big 12 where it's just like teams, you
aren't
know,
good.
like the Caleb
Yeah.
Williams year. It was like, oh, the Big 12 was kind of wide open,
Yeah,
but
it's like
it's because
nobody
teams
grabbed
don't
it.
look great. Yeah.
Yeah, nobody.
Yeah.
This year in the SEC, it looks like everybody wants to grab it.
Yeah,
It's,
everybody's
Ole Miss,
good, and yeah, like you said, LSU, Georgia, OU, A&M, Texas,
A&M,
Ole
bro.
Miss,
Oof.
Tennessee, Bama,
Vandy.
yeah, fuck, man,
Yeah.
Skip Bayless may go crazy, may go crazy. If y'all see
Kentucky
me
might be the
looking
only
this,
bad team in
yeah,
Arkansas.
if y'all and I
Yeah.
want to get to Arkansas in a second, but if y'all see me looking this way, it's because the Steelers game just kicked back off. But
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
good.
bef-
I got
I
on.
gotta play
speak
it on my phone.
speaking of Arkansas, what
Sam
do you
Pittman's
guys
gone,
think?
bro.
Yeah, I understand that. What do you guys think of old Gundy going to Arkansas? I'm starting the rumor right now.
Oh, you're,
I think it'd be a good spot for him. He recruits out of that area pretty well.
It makes sense for
yeah.
Arkansas too because I think Gundy bumps that program. I just don't think he bumps them to where they think they. He'll do like Beamer did in South Carolina. He'll give them just enough hype to talk about being good, like oh we have a chance, and
Yeah.
then get fired because that he hit the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if he
Uh,
takes a job and gets it to that point and does the opposite. He gets it to that point and bolts, like what Lane Kiffin did a few times.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I'm gonna make this
Just
program where like
gets him
everybody's talking about.
recovered and then
Yeah,
leaves.
I'm gone. I'm out.
I'm out this
I'm taking another job, taking a better
yeah.
job.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly think that Gundy is a he's still a good college coach. He's just he didn't buy into the new college
Yeah,
football. Like he just
Yeah.
and I think going to the SEC he would have to because he's smart enough to understand like hey, to be competitive here, I'm going to have to. And if I
yeah,
don't, I'm going to get blown out. Now with that
I'm gonna get
said,
fired by week 4
yeah,
if I
and with
don't
that
get
said,
with
I
it.
hope he doesn't get a bag because if he gets a bag, then it'll be the same Gundy.
Well, I mean, they gotta pay him out, right? I mean, he took a pay cut,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
they still
yeah.
gotta
It's a wrap,
they
bro.
gotta pay him out.
Yeah, when you
I,
fire somebody, you got to finish paying them.
I just hope he doesn't go to like a career suicide place like UCLA that you can't get recruits there because nobody goes to the games. It's not there's no energy
Yeah.
or excitement on the campus. Like I hope he goes like I would like to see him. I don't it's not gonna happen because I think they're on the right track, but like a place like Nebraska, like an old timey blue blood that just needs something
A
to
spark.
to get to get them taken back off and get up to times. But they got it made right now with Matt Rule. I think that program is slowly on
With
its way back up.
I
with
agree.
Patrick Mahomes cosplayer, he's got what,
Yeah,
another year? He's a sophomore, true
I'm
sophomore.
trying to think of I'm trying to think of all the openings around, man. Like
There's probably going to be quite a bit.
There's gonna be more by the
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I honestly, I don't know how is Mark Stoops still a
That's
contender?
yeah,
what I was. That was my
dude, he's a
next
lifer
question.
there. He's
Is
never
he?
getting fired. Yeah.
Is he? Okay.
I don't
I
know
think I
why.
think I think they put him. God, I could be wrong, but I thought I remembered seeing over the summer they put him on like a 15-year deal with a massive buyout because he
Jesus
is Kentucky
Christ.
football. Yeah,
I get it
It's
because
one of
they're
those. It's kind of
trash.
like
He's the only
what
thing
OSU
winning.
was doing with
Doing with
Gundy.
Gundy,
I mean, they kept
yeah,
putting
Yeah,
him on. They'd extend him for another 5 years, 10 years from the end of his contract. So then he's like
yeah.
under contract for 15 years,
yeah.
fucking
That's
$30 million
crazy.
buyout and stuff. That was the most
So
shocking
funny.
news ever to me because like everybody knew he was going to get fired. But I was like, man, everything he's done for this program, and y'all cut him mid-season.
I
Like
think
that's
they had to.
crazy to me.
I
I
think it
think the
was.
Tulsa was the nail in the
Yeah,
coffin.
I
Well,
think that's
That
what
the
it
was the
was.
biggest thing.
for booster purposes and whatnot. I mean, I get it. It just still kind of shocked me.
Well, so this is how I looked at it. If you pull up their schedule right now and you look at it, when's the next win? So
Oh, hold on. Let me do it.
having that into account, once you look at it, you'll be like, oh, they may not win another game. There's just do it, just do it because it's
There's the
it can't
band-aid
get
off.
anywhere. You already turned the fan base off. You're gonna lose every game. Now you actually have an out because it's an interim coach. It's good for everybody. The game had passed him by at that point. He wasn't happy. The fans weren't happy. And I did see a lot of people starting to say like, "Oh, this is the worst day in Oklahoma State
Damn,
history." It's
Houston's 4 and
not.
0.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I don't see them winning a game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think they looked at it and said Tulsa was the if you win, we'll let you finish out the season. If you lose, you got to go right now, player.
Gotta get the fuck.
Yeah, there's
Well, what was
no.
crazy is in the press conference he did Monday did not act like his job was in jeopardy. But I think that's the pettiness of Mike Gundy. I think he knew Monday, but they just didn't announce it until Tuesday. Because he was like, "Yeah, we just business as usual. We just gotta fix some things, and we'll get better as the season goes on, and
They let him go
we're
talk
progress."
at one more practice too, which I think that's a good thing for him to be able to kind of say
Yeah,
his goodbyes to the people that he recruited. Um,
yeah,
with that said, we've been talking on here for every episode about how he was going to get fired. Who do
Yeah,
you guys
yeah.
think? Who do you guys think is the heir apparent?
I
I
saw
I
a
know
couple of
Cameron really
names.
likes Robinson.
I
Oh,
also
not
like
not
Zach Robinson, but
yeah, not just only because he's an Oklahoma State guy and he has pro
yeah,
ties.
I think he
Like
can turn the culture and be able
yeah,
to recruit really well
I think
because he's
he's young
coming from
enough
the
to
OSU.
be able
Yes,
to
he can do for the program what Gundy did to the program in 2004.
20.
He was
yeah,
Yeah,
a younger guy where he was in with the times. He knew what kids wanted to hear. He knew what everyone how to recruit and all of that. And he was an OSU guy. I think that has passed him. He's now an old fuck now where he's just like,
yeah,
well, we're gonna do things my way, and then when you try to tell him like, hey, that doesn't work, instead of him listening, he's just like, nah, we're just gonna keep doing it until it works. Well,
yeah.
it costs you your job, so
We're not going to reinvent the wheel. Well, I think you should, and
yes,
that's why it cost him his job
a
for
hundred
sure.
percent.
I like. I also like. I've been seeing GJ Kenny get thrown out there. I like that idea.
Yeah,
Uh,
I heard about that. That
and
What
was
then
about
cool.
somebody said,
Justin Blackman?
Is he
you know
like?
what's funny, man, is when you first brought the topic up, I was gonna say that as a joke, and I decided not to. But then, I knew I could count on you, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, man, he can teach him recruits how to drink.
He,
You know,
bro,
I,
it's
Look, here's the
in
thing about
it's
Stillwater, boys.
that's how you
This is
get
what you're gonna have
recruited
to do.
in Stillwater is they take you to tumbleweeds first. They see
mm,
how you liven up, and then they'll take you to that strip. How
Yeah.
you drink them beers, boy? Oh, I'm not
oh
drinking good.
shoot, man.
But yeah, I'm
I like Dana Holgerson too. If they
yeah.
could find a way to
Yeah, if
bring
that's
him back,
possible.
Well,
that'd
even
be
Where's he the OC at again?
Holgerson. Where is he at?
was he went to
He's
West Virginia, didn't he?
Well, he
Yeah, he was
left
the head
OSU to go to
coach
West
there.
Virginia.
And then they chick hand him.
Yeah, and then he
Yeah.
went to
I
Houston.
just yeah, he's the OC in Houston, I think.
Is
I
hey
think
hey
or,
hey
or
hey.
He was
he's
the head coach at Houston.
Okay,
Hold
I was
on,
gonna say
I don't
Houston
but
is
he's
know.
not
cooking.
there anymore. I know they fired the shit out of him.
We'll say
He's the
SMU,
OC of some team. I think it's like
the Pittsburgh
Uh,
Steelers.
no.
God, I'm trying to
Oh,
think
he's
of
the
it.
OC at Nebraska right now.
Nebraska.
Oh, hey, gross,
Yeah.
gross.
Yeah. He gets the Patrick Mahomes cosplayer. He's trying to get him to sling it all over the
Oh, they're
field.
Dylan
saying,
Raiola,
oh,
he honestly, Isaiah, we can talk about it. Who name five college quarterbacks that are better than him right now?
5 college John
Hmm?
Mateer.
One.
Give me Diego Pavia.
Okay.
Carson Beck.
Carson Beck,
Bruh,
yeah.
stop it.
I
Put
think
Carson back on Nebraska's team, and what do you think it looks like? Hot
better.
garbage.
I mean, Dante Moore for sure. He showed that last night.
Yeah, I actually like
Gunner
him.
Stockton, Grant Nussmeyer,
Grant or Garrett?
Garrett. My bad,
Garrett
Garrett.
looked like hot garbage last night, bruh.
I'm like just scrolling through the top 25 right now. I
Yeah,
mean, I
and they're
think
wrong,
every
bro. Remember, this was supposed to be a generational class, and this shit is not generational.
no, it's not. I mean, for yeah, definitely for argument's sake, it's not.
Nah, I'm just
Especially,
playing. I'll say the Mahomes cosplayer has to be top 10 college quarterback right now.
yeah, I think he is. It's just weird. They don't have an O line and they don't have a D line.
It's
So
Nebraska,
like
bro.
every game they're close because they're competing, but it's like they can't get the stops that they need when they need them.
Nebraska went from like 2001 being in the national championship to being hot garbage until they got Ndamukong Suh. They were good while they had Ndamukong Suh, and as soon as he left, they have been well, maybe this is the year. No, this ain't the year. Well, maybe this is the year. And Tanner, if you're listening, sorry. I'm sorry. But I'm just telling you, bro, like I want Nebraska to be good. I like when the blue bloods are all good, but they're just not good. Like it is what it
I don't think that our boy Taylor Martinez is getting his due, Marlon.
is. Hey, you say whatever you say you want. Say whatever you
Bro,
want, bro.
Are
Taylor
you
Martinez was out there.
are we still talking about quarterbacks better than
Well, kind of, but I was halfway joking about it.
Yeah.
Um,
my
what do y'all
bad.
think?
He was like, cause
I
I'll
was
name 50.
obviously
I'll name 50.
distracted.
Oh, you're good. What do y'all think about the two other games, LSU and Ole Miss, and then the Oregon and Penn State?
Oregon and Penn State just goes to show you how
Bad Drew Aller
fucking
is.
fake, yeah, Drew Aller is.
I don't think
Not
he's
only
fake. I
that,
just think the media wants him to be really good
and
because
he's
he's
not.
built like it. Like if you off of looks and aesthetic, Drew Aller is a top five quarterback
Yeah, bro,
like
he's like
prospect.
6'7".
Yeah,
Brick
he's.
shit
Yeah,
house.
I
he's
tweeted last night.
yeah,
Give me a second. I'll pull it up.
he's
It's
six
something
seven.
along the lines of like Drew Aller is. Don't do that, Isaiah. God damn
Yeah.
it. But uh, hold on. I said good old. Where is it at? Because I tweet way too much. Drew Aller is a less mobile, less accurate, less playmaking version of Josh Allen. Built just like him.
Yeah,
Is not Josh Allen.
yeah, can't do it. Well, and really, they were in the perfect position getting this stop on the 2 point try, especially after Oregon scored in one play. And I was looking at it, I was like, bro, all they got to do is score and hit this fucking like all the allegations against James Franklin were going to end last night. They were in perfect position to do it. And he makes a Tua turn the ball over read and throws it right to the
A
fucking, I think
linebacker.
it was,
Pivot defense.
yeah, yeah, throws it right to him. Not even like, not a, oh shit, the, my hand slipped throwing the ball, not a,
I shouldn't have ate
oh,
that
I'm trying
popcorn.
to fit. Yeah, it's not. Oh, I'm trying to fit it in a window. No, he threw it
Mm.
right to him. Like not even he. That dude didn't even crash down. It was just a zone. He just backed up. It was like, oh, there it is. Caught the ball, went down. Game over. That's why I feel horrible for James Franklin because this was like probably the first game that I thought, holy shit, like they made a really good comeback in the fourth. So I was like, oh shit, like they might actually like win this game. And there were some controversial calls. I think they were like missed, but it was very bang bang, like the knee being down on that touchdown. Um,
Penn
and
State
they
is
were,
fake to me, honestly. I'm not even gonna lie to you, Isaiah. Penn State is
yeah,
fake to me. They've been fake since they got ranked. I've never. I think Penn State is a
they're
great
getting ranked that
environment.
high.
I
Yeah,
think they have a solid defense, but like they're not gonna win until they're off. They are not. I don't look at them in the Big Ten and think like, oh, this team actually has a chance. I look at them as this team is a we'll fuck your season up. Like
yeah,
that's what they are. I don't think they're like
will
the
compete really well
yeah,
against like a rival
yes.
that's like
They are
not
on
obviously
I
not a top five team. They got
yeah.
to be a top.
my my opinions on Penn State. You can You can visit episode 1 of the podcast.
just
I
just
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 Drew Aller
revisit that.
was Drew Aller, like when they came out with the preseason rankings and they were number 2. That was the one team I was super critical of because I was like, dude, Drew Aller's not good. He's not a good quarterback. He really isn't. And you know what Penn State is? They are a slightly more potent Iowa, in my opinion.
There you go. That's perfect. They
Yeah.
are a bigger
Yeah,
program.
like they're Iowa with slightly higher rated recruits, like
with
more
better
talent,
Yeah,
like just a
with better
tiny bit more
boosters.
talent. Yeah, like
yeah,
because Iowa has great atmosphere, plays great defense. That's what Penn State does. Both programs have some of the best tight end work in college football.
yeah.
Neither program can really score with high scoring offenses.
No,
I mean, Penn State could when they had Saquon. I mean,
But
they
it
had a
was it
couple
was
of
it was Saquon or bust too.
yeah,
We
that was
need you to
it.
take this
Like
ISO
it was
80 or
yeah.
we're gonna lose.
yeah, Penn
Take the
State is
ISO
a
80, take the
perennial
kickback.
Penn State is a perennial mid top 25 team. They're like 10 to 15 range to me.
Yeah,
Perennial.
Yeah.
yeah.
Anytime I
Oh,
see them
and
higher
they'll
than
stay
that, I
there.
think it's ridiculous. Anytime I see them lower than that, I think they're underrated.
Why are we missing something? Like, why is everyone so high on Drew Haller? I seen Bleacher Report say something, which again, I'm not the biggest Bleacher Report guy, but I seen Bleacher Report was saying something like he could be the first quarterback taken in the draft. And I'm like,
Crazy.
you want to get somebody
Why?
He
fired. Now, let me
yeah.
play devil's advocate here. Do you guys think that this could be a situation where Penn State is actually the one saying, hey, we just need you to manage the game because that's how Penn State plays? Or do you think
It's
he's
possible.
really dookie cheese?
They,
It's possible
I'm
because I thought the same about Michigan with JJ McCarthy when they drafted him. I was like, why? He didn't do shit at Michigan, but it's because of the way they play their offense, their
Yeah.
scheme and stuff.
What, because
So I
Nico
think it's
Collins was
possible.
there and yeah, he
But
didn't look great.
for me, it's beyond that. Like JJ McCarthy would throw the ball like 13 times a game.
yeah.
Facts.
Drew Aller, when I looked at the score last night on ESPN, and
It's
they were in the
14 and
middle of
25.
yeah, there was the middle of the fourth quarter. He was 50% completion with 84 yards, and I was like, see, that's why they're never going to win a big game. Like it's
Yeah.
just that's not very. I
He
mean,
did
that's
have
Jackson
9
Arnold
carries
kind
for
of numbers.
42 yards on the ground.
That is,
That's
you want to know what that
he's the
is?
second leading rusher.
That is starting quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers, fellas. That's what
Yeah,
that is.
that's Jackson Arnold numbers right there.
Yeah, Kevin just said that, but I mean, I'm just not. I don't know if we're just missing something, but yeah, I keep seeing all of this stuff, and I'm just like, dude, am I just
Well,
out of touch, or
But
well,
I mean,
in
you
the
also got to think about
history
this
of
is the
that
same
program,
pundits that put Arch Manning up there too
yeah,
before he ever
yeah,
played
well,
a
that's
meaningful
I
college
look at
football
it. I
down.
look at it overall when we're talking about Drew Aller. Name a more like a highly sought after quarterback in Penn State history,
Trace McSorley,
and he was like a fifth round fucking draft pick.
yeah,
dang, that's a good
At his
question.
like
ceiling,
McSorley was actually a solid Penn State quarterback.
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean,
at his ceiling, he was that. It was like a
now
fifth
yeah,
rounder, best around
now
the league for a little
that
bit.
might have been aided by having Saquon on the same offensive roster, and
it
Drew Aller
definitely didn't hurt it.
does not have a Saquon, you know.
Yeah,
Hey, I
So
just watched Carson Wentz scramble, and I'll answer your question too. But I just watched Carson Wentz scramble. Isaiah, it looked like old Ben, like Ben
oh,
Roethlisberger, bro.
oh,
But
is
gets
Carson?
me
Oh, go
fired
ahead.
up.
My bad.
no, you're good. Ask your question first.
Is Carson Wentz like one of the biggest what if stories in NFL history?
He is
No,
definitely. I
You don't
think
think
he is,
so?
bro. He was an
I think he is
MVP and he
too,
got
bro.
hurt.
He was the leading MVP
Yeah, and
in
then he
Week 14.
tore his ACL,
Like,
and then
but
they win the
but
Super
you
Bowl.
live and you die by the sword, bro. He was making too many. Well, first of all, he put too much risk on himself
Yeah,
every
I'll give you
time
that.
he ran.
I'll
Like,
say Andrew Luck is the biggest what if. But oh my
yes.
God. I just watched him almost die 3 times in the same play and he
Well, no,
fumbled.
I just saw the run that you're talking about. My stuff is delayed because it's playing through my phone.
Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
it's
But the
prime
best
bid.
Penn State quarterback of all time,
Matt
Gary
McGloin,
Collins.
Kerry Collins.
Gary Collins.
Is that Chat
I mean,
GPT's
It's
version
just
of
Google,
the
bro.
best? He says just Google.
I mean, it can't be false. He's the only Penn State quarterback I know that did anything in the league.
Yeah, I was about to say, who else?
And, I mean, he played long. He started
Yeah,
several places. He went to the Super Bowl.
He lasted for what felt like 500
forever.
years. Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought he was still in
forever.
the league a couple years ago.
I mean, the last thing I remember about Kerry Collins in the league is when that damn Troy Polamalu took
Lamalu in the A
off.
gap.
Was that him or was that Vince Young that he did that on?
What?
When
Oh, that
Troy
he took off. Yeah, my
Polamalu
fault, my
jumped over
fault.
the.
That was Kerry Collins.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
last thing I remember. But he was with the Giants. Like
You know they went
I
like
didn't even
15 and
realize.
they went 15-1 that year with the Titans. Kerry Collins and
Yeah,
the Titans, and then they just got smoked.
he even played like he played for the fucking Panthers. He was
He
in the
played for
league for a
everybody,
while.
bro.
I know.
Yeah, he
He's
was
like the one Penn State quarterback that you could look at and be like, "Oh yeah, like he was good." But since then, Penn
Chiefs.
He was
State
like
is.
he was like
TJ
Herbo
Watt
and
with the
Kurt last year.
interception. Let's go.
Oh,
Let's go.
Marlon, I will
Marlon
tell you
over here
this.
selling.
I literally 2 weeks ago I thought about dropping Pittsburgh's defense.
You should be happy.
I
They're
was,
getting healthy.
yeah. Well, last week they scored a lot for me too. Now I think I got 16 points now.
Yeah. He threw the
I
ball. I mean, I said it. The Vikings will not beat the Steelers with Carson Wentz being the quarterback. This Steelers team to me, I think I told you guys, I don't know if we were recording when I told you guys, but this is like the 2020 team.
Yeah.
yeah. I don't
I
think we were recording, but yeah.
Yeah, I think the Steelers are a solid team. I just don't know how good they'll be because they're beating teams like this is where the Steelers fans get turned, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
they get
Mhm.
it's Carson Wentz, bro. You know what I mean? Like
It's
this is
Carson
Carson
Wentz.
Wentz. I'm not trying to be pessimistic or anything like that. I'm just keeping it a buck. It's Carson Wentz. If they start doing this stuff to Justin Herbert, if they start doing this to Patrick Mahomes, if they start doing this to Baker Mayfield, if they start doing this to those teams, then the Steelers are
Yeah.
actually back.
Yeah, it looks
Like
a little different.
2 of your 3 wins are against Justin Fields and Mac Jones, or not Mac Jones. I'm sorry, and
Drake May.
this and the yeah,
And then it
and the
would be if they
Patriots.
win today, it would be Carson Wentz. They're
Yeah.
Yeah,
the Steelers like this. These are the quarterbacks that they're gonna play. And like I said, I'm
Next
happy
week's
that
a
they're gonna
dub.
win. Yeah, it's a
Week
bye
after
week
that's
next
a
week.
dub.
Yeah,
Or
they better
well,
beat the bye
the
week.
next 2 games are dubs.
Well, yeah, you
Easily.
get Joe Flacco and Jake Browning.
You
Then
guys are
you
gonna be
get
like 9-2.
yeah, and then you get Michael Parsons and Jordan
Shit.
Love coming to
yeah.
Pittsburgh. Then you
And then you
get
get
Indiana
Indiana Jones.
Jones. Then you get Justin Herbdog in LA. Then you get
Mhm.
this one, the November 16th
Bills.
Bengals game. That one is to me, it's going to be an iffy Joe Burrow. I know they said 3 months, but we'll see. But that could be Joe Burrow is coming back, or it'll be Jake Browning again, which is fine. You get Carson or
Oh,
you get
dude.
Caleb Williams, who's been up and down. Then you get Josh Allen, Lamar.
Yeah,
Ain't
back
ain't
half
a
of y'all schedule
shot,
is tough,
ain't
bro.
a shot in hell that Tua's coming to Pittsburgh in the cold and winning. But
I
then
hope
you
he
No,
get
we
does.
need a
then you get
need battle tested guy.
then you get Jared Goff, and
You
then
might not even be Tua, baby. It might be old
Quinn Ewers
Quinn
or Mike
Yeah,
Ewers.
or what's
or
his
the
name,
Milf
Zach
Hunter.
Wilson.
Yeah,
I
might be him.
hey, if I'm gonna make a hot take on this podcast right now, I think that Zach Wilson would give Miami their best chance to win. I think Zach Wilson has the best arm talent on that roster easily. Not even a hot take. I think he's an
I think
idiot,
he.
but
Can we
Yeah,
take a
he's
moment to
stupid.
acknowledge the CTE that Tua's dealing with?
did you see what he was
Well,
the
Said what
thing
he
with
said about
Cam?
Cam. Yeah, what the
Yeah.
yeah.
f- are you talking about, bro? He's an
Well,
MVP. He
anybody
carried a
can.
terrible
It's
Carolina team to the Super Bowl.
it's
What the hell are
easy
you talking
it's
about?
easy for you. I
With a
mean,
clicker.
yeah, bro. What?
Shut the fuck up,
Yeah, do you know who you're talking to right now? You're not
bro.
talking to me. You're
Cam is
talking
one of
Yeah,
the
to an
if it's
only
us, I
MVP.
get
quarterback.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's one of the only people to like play quarterback in the league and single handedly carry an organization for
I mean
like
that
20
defense was
games.
amazing. I
Yeah,
I
mean,
wouldn't say it was
but
amazing. It was a
it was good.
they
yeah.
had 4 All-Pros on their defense. What are you talking about?
Name all four of them.
Josh Norman,
Who,
Luke
in my
Kuechly,
opinion, was
Yeah, I'm gonna say
I.
Kuechly.
Kuechly, yes, but Kuechly dealt with a lot of
Thomas
injuries.
Davis,
Okay, Thomas Davis was solid.
and then they had it was the D tackle. I can't remember his
Well,
name
there
off the
you
top of
go.
my
You
head.
couldn't name four. There you go. Um,
His
You're
last name was
wrong,
like
son.
but
Brown.
again, they're fine. They were all right. I didn't think they were good. And again, this is gonna be another hot take. It's cool. Luke Kuechly was a very good player. I don't think he's as good as people like to remember him as. He played for what, 6, 7 years?
Not 8 years, 7 or 8.
7 or 8. Okay, that I don't
Hall of
think he's
Famer,
as
Hall of
he is
Famer,
going to be a Hall of Famer, but I don't think he's as
because of the hype.
yeah. Luke
I
Kuechly
think
was
the
a
hype
good
is.
player, but I mean, it wasn't like he was the best
I think
middle linebacker of all time.
it was like the Patrick Willis run, right? They're
Yes,
you measure them in a very short amount of time. They're still in their prime, and you always. I think they get in the Hall of Fame for like the what if factor.
the
Like
well,
Patrick Willis was like a 5 or 6 time All Pro. Luke Kuechly was like a 4 time All Pro.
the what ifs. The only difference that I'll say about it is that while Patrick Willis was a Niner, that was the entire Niners roster was Patrick Willis, and that Niners
Yeah,
defense was always at least top 10. Panthers
yeah.
with Luke
Whoa,
Kuechly did not have a top 10 defense at all
whoa.
time.
You're just gonna shade Navarro Bowman like that?
Yeah,
Come on,
I
man.
think
Navarro
he
Bowman
was
was a
good. He
beast,
was yes,
and
but
they
he
had
wasn't.
Alvin Smith.
Yes, but he was
Yeah,
when he wasn't drunk. But
yeah.
he
When he wasn't
he
though.
wasn't Patrick Willis.
Patrick Willis was he was a gangster,
They had
man. That
another
dude.
cat too. There was Bowman and his another dude named like Brooks or
Navarro Bowman
something.
scared the shit out of me. Like he
Yeah,
hit people so fucking hard, bro.
it
Yeah,
was almost a tragedy. Like he had to retire early too. I think.
gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and tell you all that the Steelers are winning this game, and if they don't, I'll do 10 push-ups. Anyways, but
I
yeah,
think you'll jump off the Devon Tower if they don't with
nah,
this
I really
league
would not
against this
care. I
team.
honestly,
No,
I really wouldn't care.
that'll be a November 16th podcast.
Man,
Bro,
man.
Tua goes up into
If Tua,
Steel
yeah,
City
if
and
Tua
beats
comes and it's
Pittsburgh.
Okay, it's
cold
on
and
record.
it's
It's on
cold, bro.
record right now.
Yeah. I'll scale that mug. I got to go.
Oh
I
shit, that
have
would
to
be
go. Yeah,
hilarious.
yeah. Nah, Tua comes in and it's cold and he does that. I'm definitely
If
gonna
he
have to
puts no,
get this game
let's put
win.
a real stipulation to it. If he goes into Pittsburgh, throws for like 350 and three, and we get
That's
the
just not
dub.
happening. But go ahead. We can bet
I'm
whatever you
just
want.
that's why I'm making it so ridiculous because I
You
feel
ain't got to
like
make
if
it
we
that
win,
ridiculous. All you got to do is say the Dolphins come in and win with Tua as the starting quarterback.
okay, you got to jump off the Devon Tower. That's all you
Okay,
got to
bet,
do.
bet.
It's crazy because 2.5 seasons ago, through like
he
week
would
7, it looked like Miami's offense was unstoppable.
They were.
he looked like a MVP hopeful
Yeah,
two
bro.
years ago. Two
Like
years
I would
ago.
say, what it was like week 5 or 6 when they hung 70 on fucking Denver in Mile
Yeah,
High. I was like,
yeah,
oh my god, this offense is stupid.
and took the foot off the gas. They
Yeah,
pulled all the starters in like the third quarter
that was
because
Devon A. Chain's coming out party, wasn't it? Because I don't think he
yeah,
had played up to that point.
him and Raheem Mostert both had like 4 touchdowns that game.
Yeah,
That's
ridiculous.
crazy. Yeah,
Now
You
they
got two
can't.
different.
yeah. And then
Now
people
their
got
offense
tape
is so
on.
inept.
I was gonna say, well, people got tape on Tua, and then people got tape on Mike McDaniel's offense, and they understand that literally all the offense is now is Waddle and Tyreek run people off. We're gonna fake it to this way, and then we're gonna fake that
Hey,
way,
get it that way.
and then no, we're not gonna fake. We're gonna think about faking.
We're gonna pretend to
Yeah,
fake.
we're gonna pretend to fake. Yeah,
And
that's
then
Mike
not
McDaniel
actually
right
do the
there,
fake.
Coach
Man, that was a
Klein.
hell of a pull, man. That was
Yeah,
funny.
yeah,
Hell yeah.
Mike McDaniel is Coach Klein. He just lost his mojo. He don't have that green book no more.
What makes it worse too, bro, is if you it's so frustrating to watch because 2 years ago, whenever they were doing like crazy motions and like getting people out in space and like freeing up the offense based on how the coverage was, if you watch a game now, they don't do any of that. That was
Yep.
the advantage with the speed. They don't do that anymore. Now it's run people off and check it down to HN
Yeah, which
as
fantasy wise,
much
I
as
love it. I
humanly
love it.
possible.
Do it all day, Mike McDaniel's. Fantasy wise, I
So
love it.
so question, just out of curiosity. Do you think some of that has been the result of Tua trying to protect him? So he's not holding the ball too long and
That's his
risking
own
getting
damn
thrown on the
fault. Get rid
ground.
of it.
Well, I mean, I'm saying, but like you have Jalen Waddle and and
Tyreek.
Tyreek, which is two of the fastest receivers in all the football,
Hmm.
that it's pointless to have because you can't, you're not like if you send them down the field, you know what I'm saying? Like
Well,
Tua is
the
holding on
arm
to the
talent
ball.
isn't
Every
there.
time he holds on to the
Yeah,
ball, he gets killed. Like he gets
yeah.
flung on the ground like a rag doll.
Well,
Yeah,
the
those
arm
are.
talent isn't there. The arm talent
That's
isn't
I mean,
there
that's
that's
to
true.
push the ball
that's the
down the field.
I mean,
biggest
that's true. Yeah,
part
he
is
doesn't
he
have a
is
very strong arm.
you can look at Tua and realize like he's a game manager, he's a system quarterback who's not very good. He is
Yeah,
a he just doesn't have it. Like he just I don't know how to he just doesn't have it. If you put any there's other quarterbacks that you could just put into his circumstances and they would crush it. They would crush it and he's just not able to do that. Like he's one of those
Yeah.
rare quarterbacks that were taken in the first round that don't look that good, but the situation is great. It's great. Like it's one of those rare spots, and it just doesn't make any sense to me because you have the receivers, you have a solid offensive line, you have a decent play caller, and you just it doesn't work. Like Trevor
Hmm.
has none of that. He is fighting against everything and at times looks good, at times he looks bad. But Tua doesn't like Tua was doing that with Flores, but right now he's not. And it's just it's crazy to me that they're continuing to double down and put their feet in the sand with him. And I don't know why,
The
honestly.
contract is what tied up too much money into him not like having some. I look at the franchise overall, and when they drafted Tua versus when they drafted Tannehill over the past like 10 to 15 years, and I look at it like he got his money because the offense looked good and they were putting up stats and they were competing with the possibility of making the playoffs. They made the playoffs 2 years in a row, got bounced in the first round, didn't make the playoffs last year. Each year, they are like a game above 500 or like 2 games above 500. So to me, it's like, you're doing better, but you're also like you're not exceeding anything else. They haven't been out of the first round of the playoffs since 1998.
You're welcome.
Damn, did they beat y'all's ass?
Yeah,
that's
bro,
what
that
the
was a
game that
Dan
put
Marino
Marino
game.
under retirement.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we beat them
Man.
like 63-7 or some
Was that
shit.
Mark Brunell?
That was Mark
yeah, that was
Brunell.
Brunel, baby.
Yo,
That was
bro.
Thunder and Lightning, McCardell and Jimmy Smith. That was the whole gang, baby. Marcus
Fred
Stroud.
Taylor.
God,
I
the good
mean, but
times, man.
I look at it from that perspective, and you tied up money into somebody that was like arguably. I'm trying to find him to even be comparable to somebody else like in the league right now, but I really can't think of anybody off the top of my head. Like that would be like, okay, I think I found a good reference. That would be like what Jalen Hurts did, and Jalen Hurts getting the bag after them making the playoffs for 2 years. Jalen Hurts didn't get the bag until going to the NFC Championship game and losing going into last season.
And
If that,
retrospectively, he didn't really get the bag.
I mean, he did all right for himself,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but
But
that's what. But how they structured it, they were like, all right, we need to see more success. We're gonna pick up your 5th year option, ball the fuck out. This is your prove it year. Tua, they didn't pick up his 5th year option; they just extended him, which they extended him to be like the third highest paid quarterback in the NFL right now, which is you're have never played like a top 3 quarterback. You could argue that you played like that for some games, but a stretch of time, no, he never has. So every time we get on this fucking podcast and we start talking about Tua, I look at it every single season and I think to myself, we passed on Justin Herbert for Tua Tagovailoa.
You know what's crazy is like
In
it's
hindsight,
crazy. It's crazy how the league works. And this is another hindsight comment. Jalen Hurts was cast off and then booed when he was drafted by Philly. So was Josh Allen. And
so
those are
was
two of the best
Patrick
quarterbacks in the league.
Mahomes.
Yeah, like it is crazy to me. But like I remember there were a lot of questions about Josh Allen because he played at Wyoming, whatever.
arm was strong, but
Jalen Hurts was
not
like
accurate.
everybody was pissed because they didn't think he could play at a pro level, and he refused to switch positions. Like
Yeah.
I feel like
They was
Patrick
still
Mahomes had
believing.
shown he's got an arm he can
Yeah.
throw. So like there was faith.
There was a little hope, but the thing with
Yeah,
Jalen was is they just came off the Super Bowl not that long ago, and people were
Yeah.
still in the sand of
They
we should
still were
believe in
sold on
Carson
him.
Wentz. Well,
yeah,
we should believe in Carson Wentz. And then afterwards, it was like, well, he's more of a running back. He doesn't throw the ball good enough. Well, all he does is win. It's not like he throws up stats. Well, it's just like he's Jalen Hurts is one of those coachable superstars
yeah,
where
Yeah.
he'll give you whatever you want. If you come out and say, Jalen, the game plan, we're going to run the ball 500 times a game. You may throw the ball 5 times. Got you, coach. If you
Okay.
come out and say, Jalen, we need you to throw the ball some more. Got you, coach.
yeah.
That's it. He's
Which
not a
is
diva.
insane on that team. I hate to cut you off, but I
You're good.
on that team, what AJ Brown was able to do last week.
Because they
Jalen
turned
Brown.
up. That like it's not they just turned up. They were like, "Hey, we need you to throw player," and he was like, "Bet." Thought y'all would never
All
ask,
right.
and he turned
Yeah.
up. And that's one of those reasons where I'm always like, when you're having top five conversations about quarterbacks, I always mention Jalen Hurts, not because he's
Yep.
not capable, because they're not asking him to do it. When they
Yeah.
Mhm.
ask him to do it, we've seen him twice in the biggest game do it as good
Go
as
the
we've
fuck
seen.
off.
Yeah. So it's one of those, and
Yes.
it's against the Chiefs defense who are no slouches.
Who
Other
was
teams
number one?
struggle. Yeah, we
Yeah.
watched
Yeah.
Josh Allen
Last year they
struggle
were
with
number
that
one.
defense. We watched
Yep.
Lamar struggle with that, and Jalen Hurts is just
Go.
carving them up.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
I was gonna
why
say
I
that was the
have.
number one defense in the league last year,
Yeah,
and Jalen
that's
Hurts
that's
went through him
why
like a hot knife and butter.
when people mention that the core four quarterbacks, which at this point, in my opinion, my humble opinion, you got to take Burrow out of that because health.
Yeah.
I
Yeah. I was gonna
understand it's
say.
nothing against him, but health. You cannot continue to put him up there whenever he's played maybe 1.5 season over the past four. What he did
Yep.
in one point was impressive, but he hasn't done it in a while. So, and yes, you can blame everything else. You can blame the offensive line, the front office. You can blame all of that. At the end of the day, Jalen Hurts is doing it. Baker Mayfield is doing it. I'm fucking happy with that. And yeah, that's
Hmm.
just what it is.
I honestly
Uh,
like when you talk about that, and this is gonna be a hot take. I don't know if I don't know if I could, in good conscience, include Pat Mahomes still as the top four quarterback in the league. I don't feel like Kansas City's offense is that good anymore. And I'm not saying that Mahomes is necessarily the fault, but you are the quarterback of an offense that's not really that good anymore. You're not, to me, they're not a feared offense like they were. And I think a lot of that is, I can't remember the coordinator that used to be in Kansas City.
The
Uh,
enemy.
The enemy?
yeah,
Yeah.
Bieniemy. Yeah,
The
like they
enemy.
have gone downhill since Bieniemy left, like steadily. And now Kelsey's old. You got no Tyreek. They just brought back Juju, but he's not very good. You have no downfield threat. Like that's what
I
made
think.
them always so good was you could have Kelsey killing in the middle and send people downfield. And when Mahomes scrambles, that you got to choose which one you're going to take away. And Mahomes used to always be so good about that. But they don't have anybody to send down the field like that no more.
That's
Well, I
the only
think
reason I
anytime
give
that
him a
they would.
pass. I give him
Yeah.
a pass
Anytime
because
that.
like he is literally the entire offense, and they're
Yeah.
still above float. They were without Xavier Worthy. Rasheed Rice is obviously
Still
dealing with his
suspended.
suspension. Sky Moore got shipped off. He is literally the entire offense, and while they're not what they were, they're still a solidly ran offense. But it's just him. Like the offensive line isn't very
Yeah.
good. The receiving core isn't very good.
They can't run the
So,
Kelsey's
fucking
old.
ball.
okay.
They
So,
can't run the
question.
ball.
So, question. You're talking about top four quarterbacks. Are you in their current offenses? You're taking Mahomes over Baker,
Yes, because if I put Mahomes with Mike Evans and Emeka Ibuka and those dudes, I already know what he's going to do. When
but
you
he's not
give
with them. That's I guess that's
right,
where I'm coming
if
from.
you're
Like
if you're saying
Baker and that because
offenses,
I think Jalen is a product of what he has in that offense too. Does
see,
that make sense? Like I think he's good.
I get what you're saying. The reason I don't is because before he had them, he was in the
He's
Super
still doing
Bowl
okay.
cooling it. Yeah,
Yeah.
he is.
Okay.
He definitely is in a good situation. Mine is
Yeah.
is that I watch Patrick Mahomes with a good offense throw 50 touchdowns his first year as a starter, throw for
Yeah.
5,000 yards, and just light it up. I then seen like I seen teams have to basically shift how they play them. I haven't
Mhm.
seen that yet with the Bucks. And while I do think that Baker is a top five guy, or at least top five or six, depending on where you have him and Jalen, the thing
Yeah.
with Mahomes is like if you give we understand if you give Mahomes an offense that is tooled, that's
Yeah.
what he can do. With Baker,
Yeah.
it's
And
a we saw him like where they are right now is Baker when he was in Cleveland, he was doing essentially what Mahomes is doing now with a
yeah.
unit that wasn't as good and he's trying to keep it afloat. Baker now has the weapons and everything like that. Is he going to be able to transcend like Mahomes did when Mahomes had that weapon? And that's
Yeah.
kind of how I still have Mahomes in that just because until
Yeah.
he just comes out and starts looking like I'm
Bef-
like until he actually steps out and he's not running for like 70 yards a week too, and he's just ass, I'll take him out. But as of right now, I'll still have him in it.
Before there's any kind of fucking riot, I am not saying that in terms of talent.
Isaiah
Because
said it.
talent wise, Mahomes is, in my opinion, top two in the league, talent wise.
Yeah,
Like,
production,
I'm
he's
just
not.
saying, as
Yeah.
a product of what's
Yeah.
going on right now in their organization,
I,
organizationally, kind of deal.
I think, and it's no hate, but every year since that, I mean, if you set the bar pretty high, if your first full season as a starter, you
You
throw
throw
for 50
50.
touchdowns
50 and
and
5,000,
5K.
bro.
Every year since that, he's never came close to repeating that. His touchdowns have gone down, his interceptions have gone up, his yards have gone down to like, I think last year he threw for like 3,600 or 3,700.
He
But
threw
the
it
way
for
that they
39,
were
but he didn't play every game.
3,900.
Yeah, so he would have thrown for 4,000 yards. Last year he threw for he went 26 and 11. The year before he was 27 and 14. The year before that
Yeah.
he was 41 tutties. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying is like they're just playing a different style of football, which is fine, but he went for
I honestly
I
believe that
want
they're
to
not.
I want to acknowledge that you said 3 years ago he had
yes.
41 touchdowns, and
Yes.
then there was a
It's
pretty starch drop off.
41 to
That was
27.
that was the year that they traded Tua, or not Tua, they traded Tyreek.
Yes.
Mm.
Well, I
Was
also look at their
That's it.
receiving.
I'm
Yeah,
hold on. I'll let you.
this is Tyreek's third year with the Dolphins.
yeah.
If
This
this
is
is
his
it,
third
his
year.
first year without Tyreek, he threw. That was when he threw for those 40 tutties. Tyreek got to Miami in 2022, and in
Yeah.
2022, Mahomes was he threw for 5,000
Okay.
and 41 tutties.
Okay.
I
But
think I
again,
also think
I think they're just their defense is a lot better now than it was whenever he first took over,
Yeah,
where
so
they
he's
were
not
to
having
having
where
to
to
he.
carry. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I also believe too that like the development of the receiving core has been strange. I mean,
Trash.
not in a sense of, well, not. I'm trying to phrase this correctly.
Don't
I
phrase
think
it. Fuck all that.
it's
Tell him he's
weird like
ass.
what they do. Like they drafted Sky Moore, they drafted Justin Watson, they signed Juju, cut Juju. Juju got re-signed again. Then they got Hollywood Brown, faster guys. They got Xavier Worthy, but how they use them at the like
Yeah.
overall within the offense, it's just fucking weird. It's strange. It's peculiar to me because you're the talent that Tyreek has is obviously very different than Hollywood Brown, but they're both fast. So you're like, oh, you need somebody to take the top off. But I think how teams play Mahomes, it looks so differently that like he really doesn't have a chance to just like fuck it. I'm gonna throw the ball 50 yards down the field and just let this guy run under it
They're not all healthy
because he's
at
gonna
once.
beat. Yeah, never. They
Well,
haven't been.
because if you look at him at the beginning of last year when Rasheed Rice was healthy, they were cooking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Homeboy tears his knee to shreds, and then it is what
and
it
just
is.
kind
But
of it kind of waters down a little bit.
they're doing to Mahomes what Belichick started doing with Brady, which is we expect you to elevate everybody around you. Even if we
Yeah.
make mistakes with the playmakers, we need you to elevate everybody around you. And he's like, I'm trying. I'm trying, but you have Travis Kelsey who's bumping Andy Reid and getting mad, who
Yeah.
is I mean, they're at least in position to win games, and they're not losing games because of Mahomes. They're losing games because he hits Mahomes or he hits Kelsey right here, and Kelsey's like, "Grr, grr, grr,"
and
and the
gets
Eagles
pissed
kick it.
off about it.
Yeah, and then he gets mad, and then Mahomes is just, oh, we're just trying to come out here and do, I'm trying.
It's
Brittany,
crazy to me. It's crazy to me, like Kelsey's drop off too, man. Like
it's
2 years
over.
ago, he was 2 years ago he was, top two tight end in the league, top three. And this year, I was looking at draft boards at fantasy, and I saw Kelsey, and I was like, absolutely not.
Same.
same thing with Mandrews, dude. I'm like, no.
The
Like
Andrews
Hey,
Mandrews
one,
is kind
Andrews
of which,
balled
but
out.
yeah,
I
last
dropped him
week Andrews
this
had a
week.
game. You dropped him? Ah, see,
Hell yeah. Well, because Isaiah Likely's healthy now, and I know Lamar likes
oh
Isaiah Likely a
yeah,
lot more. So I was like,
Yeah,
even if he balls out 1 or 2 weeks, it's just that.
it's not gonna be the same. I think it'll help Rashad Bateman too. I think he's like take the top off the defense type of guy. Like he's their deep threat, and so his value looks a little differently whenever Likely's in the game as well. But I don't know what the hell's going on with Kelsey either. I mean, just to kind of talk about it just for a brief moment, I don't understand how you start yelling and cussing and screaming like it's everybody else's fault when you have dropped like 4 passes this year.
It is everybody else's fault.
Critical passes. Well, maybe he's just the stress of the wedding is getting to him. I don't know.
You're right.
He's
You're
got a,
right.
he's got a plan. He's got to plan a
Hey,
wedding.
well, I think it's one of those to where that, and then I also think that he knows that he's getting ready to retire. But to
yeah.
pivot to
Yeah.
something, let's talk. Like, are you guys selling stock on the Chiefs, the Ravens, the Texans, the Cowboys, and the Broncos yet? Or which one of those teams are y'all looking to say, I expect them to turn it around?
Can we go buy or sell per team? We
Yeah,
could do it
we'll
that way.
just do
That's the
sell.
easiest
Are you
structure.
buying or selling the Chiefs?
I'm selling. I think they're done. I think the dynasty's over.
I think the dynasty's over. Yeah, I'll sell on it. I think they'll
I
still make the playoffs. I
Yeah,
think they'll be competitive
I
for
think they'll
I
still go
a
don't.
to the
couple more
AFC
years.
Championship. I think they'll be in the AFC Championship.
I
It's
think
week
that
four.
that division belongs to LA and Denver.
I think we said the same thing last year as a whole, and they came back and kicked the shit out of
That
them.
is true. I
But
mean, they found ways to win
Rasheed
and get
Rice will
shit
be
out the
back.
mud.
Yeah, Rasheed
Yeah.
Rice will be back before too long. That's the only reason I'm not selling it yet.
I'm just
It's
looking at all the shit outside of the actual game, like the
yeah,
Kelsey bump and all
yeah,
that, and I'm
yeah.
like, okay,
Well, they
the
had that situation last year too, I think,
Mhm.
where I think Andy Reid or Travis Kelsey went up and bumped him instead of Andy Reid bumping him. So it's one of those
yeah,
where I'm looking at the interest rates, I'm checking the down payment,
yeah,
but I'm not gonna
bro.
sell it until it's like, all
Well, and
right,
then
it's time to sell it.
I also look at like last year, one of their saving graces was they could run the football. They can't run the football worth a damn now. Like
Yeah.
I don't know
Well,
what
I think they
changes they
were
made to
able.
their line, but dude,
They have a
Been
rookie
investing
left tackle.
properly.
They have a
Yeah.
rookie left tackle, so give him some time. Obviously, homeboy on the right side isn't very good, but I still think it's week
The
four.
big
It's
yeah,
the
still
biggest
early.
thing to me is the amount of games that they won last year to go 15-2. The They won a lot of close games because of their defense, not because the
yeah,
offense was performing well, and that has a shelf life. It was just like a couple years ago in Minnesota when they went 13-3, or 13-4, and they won like 11 games by like a 3 point margin. The
yeah,
I
next year was it the same?
I don't
You
I
know,
don't I don't think that's I think the like if you look at it from that standpoint, yes, but the only team that could beat them was the Eagles. So it's not like the Eagles
yeah,
were stacked. So it's not like they
yeah,
ran into a oh we were playing too many close games and we just our luck right. No, they played the Eagles who were stacked. The
yeah.
Eagles' run game was generational last year. So I think that's
And
what
what's crazy
happened
is
to
they
him.
did a really good job on containing Saquon
Yeah,
in
he
that
just
game.
busted
I
their ass.
mean, Saquon got like 40 touches in that game
But if
because
you
he had, I
if you
think he,
look at the rosters and even the construction, you look at that on paper and look at it and say, none the Eagles have a better team. They just
yeah.
have Patrick Mahomes. That's why I'm saying, like, yes, it was close games and whatnot, but I'm not really willing to. But Ravens, buy or sell.
I'm buying.
I'm buying.
They're just a
They
couple
do
of Henry fumbles
they
away. I
yeah,
mean,
they do this shit every
Yeah.
year too. They do
yeah,
it where
I'll
everyone's
buy
talking
it.
about Harbaugh and it's like, oh, well, we need to do this and we need to do that, and it's like, okay, whatever.
yeah.
Their defense looks a little differently. They've been giving up a lot of points, but
Yeah. I seen somebody
I
say that Roquan Smith is a liability. Okay, bud.
Yeah.
all right.
Okay. Uh, Houston Texans buying or selling?
Sell,
Selling,
Yeah, I'm selling
selling.
the
sell,
fuck out of it.
I
and
think
get
the
out
NFL has
Interest
figured
rates
immediately.
out.
came down, fellas.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think the NFL has figured out CJ Stroud, man.
I agree.
Defensive coordinators.
Well, that and I think their offensive line is horrible.
Yeah.
And
They
there's
lose
two.
Landry Tunsil. It looks very different on
Tank
that
Dell
team.
isn't
Yeah.
there. A receiving core isn't as good.
Yeah.
And I think CJ Stroud isn't the superstar explosion that we were thinking,
Well,
but I do think he's a solid quarterback.
and this sounds silly, but um, they brought in Nick Chubb. Why? You don't run a style that fits Nick Chubb. Like your style fits Joe Mixon. Like
Injury.
scout back kind of deal. You can throw the ball out to him in pattern. Um, um, what's his name from Cleveland? God dang it! Why did I just the running
Jerome
back?
Ford,
No,
Nick
the
Chubb.
Chubb.
Judkins?
Thank you.
Oh.
I just said his name.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
I
I
was
was.
like,
I
what the
was like,
fuck?
how
That's
did you
why.
forget? You just said it.
That's why I was saying other
Chubb to me
Cleveland
is
running backs.
a lineup under center,
Yeah,
single back, double tight, I formation, run downhill kind of back, and they're not using him in that way, which to me is pointless. It's a pointless signing. You're
I think
trying to
they
run a
did it
spread
for
offense
depth,
with no
though.
weapons.
I think they were doing it for depth. They had every intention of the whole Joe Mixon thing, and then the injury
Yeah, but
happened.
he got hurt.
Yeah,
But that's what I'm saying is like you're running an offense that doesn't suit
you got to
your
change it up.
playmakers at this current point.
Yeah,
Structured
And
got to
time.
change it up.
Yeah.
yeah.
Cowboys, buying or selling? Cowboys.
Mm.
I'll buy, and
I
I'll
was gonna
tell you
say,
why.
yeah, I think I'm buying too.
I'm selling. I was remember I thought they were going to be like good before they traded Micah. I think what we seen last week is what Isaiah and I have been talking about for probably 3-4 years about how Deron Bland and Trayvon Diggs are not good corners. They were just
Yeah,
products of the pressure that Micah put on, and they could jump every single route in the world. And now
yeah.
And
they're
you got to
jumping
think,
them routes, and the quarterback is just
Well,
yeah,
they gave their best actual cover corner they gave to Jacksonville for pennies on the dollar.
hey,
yeah.
that's
I
their
mean,
fault. I'm selling.
Oh,
I don't know
I just think if
what.
they figure out their secondary, they're
yeah.
dangerous.
Yeah, hope. Well, the CD Lamb injury, 4 to 6.
Oh yeah, I forgot about fucking Lamb being out. Yeah.
He's
Okay.
out 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
change mine to sell
that's
just
why I'm
because.
selling, bro.
I
I
mean,
told you got to check the
yeah,
interest
No,
rates and the down
I'm,
payments and all that stuff, bro. I'm selling them.
I forgot. I
I'm.
honestly forgot about the CD thing.
Yeah.
I didn't think
That's
it was
that's a
going to be
tough
that many
blow,
weeks.
Well, bro.
I didn't.
bro. Did you see
I
his
try.
foot?
Yeah.
I'm
Ow.
shocked it's
Yeah.
that little, like
Yeah.
that small amount.
Yeah.
It looked like he snapped his shit. It looked like
Yeah.
Aaron Gillette and Walston.
There you go.
Fine, I'll
Uh,
sell. That
all
makes
right.
sense.
Denver Broncos.
I'm buying.
I'm buying.
I'm selling, man. I don't like
Bo
these
Cephas.
close games. I no, I like you got to believe. I don't know
Gotta
what they're doing as far as
believe.
the play calling just looks weird to me. I mean, the
It,
defense isn't playing well at the moment. They're
but
like
the offense is turning
having
the
to win
ball over.
close. Yeah.
They're not winning shit, bro. They're 1-3 or 1-2.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like they were in close games that they should have won, and they ended up losing because of turnovers.
Who
And
are
the
their two
one game that
losses?
they,
The
Indianapolis
Chargers.
and who?
The Chargers.
And Indy.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, on the last
Yeah.
second field
See,
goal
I
was the
mean,
one
That's
those are two
game.
why.
good. Those are
Yeah,
two
they're
good teams,
playing
though. I
really
mean,
good. Yeah,
I'm not really tripping.
same.
They
I'm,
did
I,
what they were supposed to do against a shit team,
they'll be
and then they
fine.
lost
It's
against two
week
good
4.
teams.
Yeah, that's why I'm
Yeah.
like, I still believe that they can turn it around.
And
It's week 4.
outside of Buffalo, they have the only real home field advantage.
Correct. Because you can die going there.
Yeah.
Mm.
The Colts.
I'm buying, baby.
Man.
I'm buying, baby.
I want to sell so damn
I
bad, but
think
they
I
look
think we
so
need to buy
good.
in.
Look,
It's
It's hard to get behind Danny
insane.
Dimes, man.
Well,
I'm
hold on,
when
sorry,
we
hold on.
Indiana Jones.
yeah, Indiana Jones. When we're doing the buy, especially for the Colts, because that's where I'm at with it. If I buy, what am I buying? Like them getting to the playoffs? Because if it's them getting to the playoffs, I'll buy it. But if it's
Yeah,
them making noise, I'm selling the fuck out of it. I
I'm
do not
buying.
trust.
Man.
I do not trust Indiana Jones, and I think he will do what Sam Darnold did with the Vikings last year. I think he will have a solid regular season,
Impressive season.
and down
Yeah.
the stretch, when you have to play elite football to win, I think he will shit
So,
down his leg.
question though.
Yeah, yeah.
So here's my only argument to your point about that.
Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor. They can run the football, and
They have a good
Minnesota could
offensive
not.
line, man. You might have
Yeah.
talked me
Yeah.
into it. I'm gonna still sell
Well,
fuck on it because
this is
if
the
I
I'm
buy, I have Jonathan Taylor in fantasy, and he'll shit the bed, so I'm selling.
by proxy, I'm
I
selling.
am thoroughly impressed though, because they're not just beating teams; they look good.
Yes,
Like
Yeah.
they look really good.
they
Yeah.
make Brian Dable
Here's a
look like he
guy.
should be fired. Yeah, good God,
Yeah.
good God. All right, next
Well,
team. Oh no,
well,
go ahead, go ahead.
I wanted to make a quick point on that. The only thing I'm buying, but the only thing that scares me is like teams that start out hot early in the season, like
Yes.
really hot,
Well,
and
yeah.
then they fizzle the fuck out because the NFL is the game of trends, and they will pick up on what you're doing and they will figure out a way to stop it.
Yeah.
You have to adapt to what's going on around you. And that's the only thing that scares me, but the success is that they still have Jonathan Taylor. So basically it's Danny, don't fuck it up.
Is it the Colts and the Broncos today? I think so,
Let
and
me
that should be a
look.
really good game. But I think this will
Um,
be the ceiling for Indiana Jones if they win this game. If that's who they play. I could be completely wrong. Oh my God. They are trying to
Colts.
get Carson Wentz killed, and he's going to. All
I don't
right, next
see it on
team.
the schedule. But
Buying or
yeah, go ahead.
selling? The
Hmm.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
Selling.
I'll come in. I'll come in last
Hard
on this one.
sell.
Going okay. I'm a buy because I'm not. The reason that I'm gonna buy. Cameron said this week one. He told you at softball one night. The reason that I'll buy is because I'm selling the Texans, I'm selling the Titans, and I'm selling the Colts. Somebody has to win that damn division. So I'm buying the
Fucking
Jags. I'm
somebody.
buying. I believe in Trevor Lawrence. I shouldn't have said it, but I believe in Trevor Lawrence. What's happening?
You just jinxed the shit out of him.
Maybe.
I okay. I was high on Jacksonville at the beginning. They pissed me off against Cincinnati, but they have not. It's too early for me to not stay on the buy, if that makes sense. Like
Yes. You want to see them fall
I
apart
do
before you
think
sell.
outside of I'm curious if the Cincinnati game was one of those deals where they came in prepared for Burrow and had to face a backup the whole game. Didn't know his
How to
tendencies and stuff like
adjust to
that.
him. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that happens
So
all the time.
because I mean they came out prepared for the Panthers, shut them down to 10 points, had a bunch of turnovers, did the same thing to Houston last week. I do think our passing defense has gotten better. I think Trayvon Walker's turned a corner. Josh Allen. Um, I like Jordan Lewis is leading the league in picks. I like what our secondary is doing right now. So I'm buying, um, but the next few weeks will tell me a lot. San Francisco, Kansas
Yeah.
City, Seattle, the Rams. Those are all teams that are throwing the ball pretty well right now. So I
And
want to see
Brock
what they
Purdy
do
will
against
be
those
back.
guys. Yeah. So I'm buying for now, but I'm definitely not as high as I was preseason. Just because of what I've seen out of our offense still doesn't really do a lot for me, if
I
I'm being
feel that.
honest with you.
Okay. Hey, perfect. Buy or sell the Niners.
Selling.
I think you got to sell. They
Yeah, I'm
can't stay
selling.
healthy, man.
Yeah. I feel like
Can't-
if you wear a Niners jersey right now, you'll probably walk outside and roll your ankle.
Yes.
That's what it is.
4 to 6 weeks.
There he is. Throw it to him, motherfucker. Throw the fucking ball. Oh wow, Dougie. Well, anyways. All right. The Seattle Seahawks.
Oh, and that division seems kind of wide open at the moment. Um,
Selling.
even though the Rams are, competing, they lost a close game. I'm I'm kind of buying on them because they're not asking Sam to do a lot.
You can't, but he's doing well. Honestly, if you want me to be full like I think right now, just I'm not taking anything from years prior or anything like that. If we're looking at just this year, I think Sam Darnold is playing like a top 5 to 7 quarterback. He cooking. He cooking.
Yeah, I mean, he 18 to 26, 242 and a touchdown.
Yeah.
Like, so he's his arm. He's just able to get the ball down the field, and then
Well, and
they cash in.
they were beating the dog shit. Well, not beating the dog shit, but they were beating the Cardinals good enough to where he didn't really have to do much anyways. The run game was
No,
going to do like majority of like what they needed.
yeah,
So,
as a team,
yeah.
they ran for like a buck 50, so it's
Yeah.
pretty good as a team.
Yeah, yeah.
But in
Okay.
that division, yeah, I'll
Yeah.
buy.
I'll I'll buy. I think they'll be a playoff team. That's where
Yeah,
their ceiling is for me. I think they'll be a
hmm
playoff team. I don't think they'll make any noise, but whatever. All right. The Chargers.
oh, I'll buy it big time.
Bye.
Buy big time.
Yeah,
Buy.
that's your division winner right there.
I'm going straight to the bank with it.
I'm
I was
selling.
buying when they announced Jim Harbaugh as a head coach, man,
I'm
because all
selling.
he does is win.
I'm
I don't care
selling.
if he cheats.
I'm selling.
You're selling.
Yep. I think
Because of Herb?
no, because it's just week 4. I think they did the same thing last year, and then they dealt with injuries, and then after the injuries started to pile up, they started shitting the bed. And right now, where we sit week 4, I think they look great. Let's have this conversation again in week 17 to see if they still own the division.
I honestly believe that one of the biggest reasons why I'm buying is because no, Quentin
Huh.
Johnston knows how to play football.
He does,
Catch.
but at
But
some
he's not
point,
the number
That's the
one.
crazy.
well,
No,
I
I
think
know
that
he's not the number
helps.
one.
I just think that helps.
at some point, you have to be able to consistently stop someone. Khalil Mack is hurt. He's going to be out for a couple weeks.
Bosa's gone.
At some point, you're going
Oh
to have to
damn! Yeah,
consistently
Bosa
play
is out
people.
for the year, isn't he?
And
How
no,
about that?
Bosa's
No,
not out for the year. He's in Buffalo.
Oh no,
yeah,
Nick
Oh,
Bosa is what
yeah,
I was
yeah,
yeah,
thinking of.
yeah,
My
yeah.
fault.
Which
My
one?
fault.
Yeah. Joey
Yeah,
is in Buffalo. I
yeah.
mean, Joey's hurt.
So in my opinion, I think they will be a playoff team. The reason that I'm selling is because I do not see them winning or getting to either the conference
The
championship or the Super
divisional.
Bowl. I think divisional is where they are. I think that's where
No.
they could like their ceiling has been. But I don't expect them to go past that. I don't expect them to be what the Chiefs were. I don't expect them to be. I think if people are forgetting that if the Chiefs take a step back, the teams that I expect to be there, Buffalo and Baltimore.
hmm
They're
Not
the
the
ones who have been
Chargers.
there. So the Chargers, I'm like, I think maybe they win the division this year, but
Yeah.
I'm selling. Fuck them.
So uh, they're 3-0 all division games.
I know,
That's
I know.
that's a hell of a start to a season, man.
It is really, really good. For one, the Raiders are dog shit. I don't expect them to be good anyways. But
Yeah.
again, down the stretch of the schedule is where I look to see what they're going to be, honestly, what they're going to be. And I could be 100% wrong. I just don't want to buy them just yet because again, it's week 4.
That's how I
It's
feel about the Seahawks. Like
yeah,
I can't
I feel
trust
that.
Darnold, so that's why I don't. That's why I'm selling. But
Yeah.
I could be dead wrong because he looked
Well,
good in Minnesota, and then he was a really good backup in San Francisco.
I just don't know
So
what their ceiling was because I didn't expect
yeah,
them to be good anyways. I thought
No.
they
yeah,
were going to finish last in their division. Okay,
yeah.
hold on.
They look good.
Commanders, buy or sell?
Ooh,
Uh,
that's one I almost don't feel comfortable talking about because Jade Daniels is out again this week. Uh, I don't in their game where he played, did they look that impressive to you?
Who? Jaden Daniels?
No, just the team overall.
Yeah. I wouldn't say
So you need to be
yeah. Well,
buying.
he's played 2 games, so I'm
Yeah,
buying. I don't care.
yeah,
But they beat the Giants, and he was fine. And then they got beat by the Packers, who I think the Packers are a really good team.
yeah.
But
But the
his
Packers tricked off their game last week, and
that
that's
happens. It
strange.
happens. It happens. It
Yeah,
happens.
it's the NFL, but it's the Browns. I thought that they were gonna go and put up like fucking 40 on the Browns,
oh
and
damn. Oh
they
no,
did.
that's next week. Okay.
And then lastly,
I'm
buy
gonna
or
buy just
sell.
because I feel like their only competition in their division is Philly.
Yeah, buy or
Like
sell.
I'm scared of what Jaden Daniels is fixing to do to the Cowboys defense when they play.
Yeah, buy. Yeah,
Anyway, sorry.
golly, buy or sell the Packers.
I'm
Mm,
selling.
I am buying.
yeah, I'm gonna buy.
I'm gonna buy because they lost, but people have to understand that the Browns are one of those teams where it's always gonna look ugly. They have a really, really good defense with a generational pass rusher. No shame.
Yeah,
Week 3, it happens. I didn't expect them to go 17-0, but I do expect them to be able to beat NFC teams.
I think they won their division, so
Yes,
they're buying.
100%.
I'm buying. I I
You got
just
them over
they're one of the
Detroit?
few teams
Yes.
that like I think I think they're really good at letting the other team's defense dictate what they want to do on offense. Like, and they're not scared to do that. If a team comes out with like a Miles Garrett, which it's a bad example, but I don't think they're scared to run the ball because they got Josh Jacobs. And if
Yes.
they come out against the Cowboys, they're going to throw it all over the fucking yard because they
Yes.
can't. You know what I'm saying? They can't stop the run or they can't stop the pass.
And Isaiah, my thing
So
with the Lions is that if they're not able to run the ball, I don't know if I can trust Jared Goff to win them the game throwing against that pass rush. I can trust the Browns to make it ugly because the Browns have
I mean,
Miles Garrett. Aiden
I mean,
Hutchinson is a very good player. He's not Miles Garrett yet.
the Packers did baptize the Lions in Week 1. Did
Yes.
they not?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
No,
mean,
yeah, that's their only
that was an
loss.
ugly Detroit game.
Yeah. They really couldn't move the ball. It was
Nope.
strange. I don't think I see the Packers just like dominating and like winning the division. I that's why I'm selling. I think that this is the most impressive they've looked to start the season, and not like they've looked bad, but it's just kind of like just kind of moseying through the regular season, and they end up winning 10 games, and then they end up going to the playoffs, maybe winning in the wild card and then losing or losing in the wild card. They looked impressive, but it's still the eye test to me doesn't have me buying on them yet.
On who, the
Like
Packers?
Yeah.
they're yeah on the
So you would
Packers.
buy the Lions over the Packers.
Yeah, I
Why?
would. Well, week one, I think it's tough in a
No, I'm
week
not talking
one
about like
measure.
weekly. I'm saying if you're just looking at the teams, what makes you buy the Lions over the Packers?
I think their success over the last couple
Again,
of years
I'm
is
talking about
making me.
right now. If you look at the Lions team,
They're better, Moreland. They're
they're
just better.
how
Offensively, they're better.
offensively, I agree they
Defensively,
are.
they're
I agree.
probably.
Offensively, I think they're better when they can run the ball.
Yeah,
Defensively, I think they're worse.
I think they're worse, but I think in
Who
that
do you who
over,
do you trust to win the game if your quarterback has to throw the ball 40 times, Jordan Love or Jared Goff?
I would still trust Jared Goff over
Why?
Jordan Love, respectfully.
Why?
I, I think he's
We've seen Jared Goff have to do it in the playoffs, and he can't. Jordan Love can say he has.
yeah, but Jared Goff's gone further in the playoffs every time he
He
goes to the
had a
playoffs.
bye.
Yeah, I know, but over even when they don't have a bye, like Jared Goff's been to a Super Bowl. Jared Goff has played through the wild card and
That's
been in an
completely
NFC
different, though.
Championship.
That's completely different because this is the first roster that Jordan Love has had that you could say is similar to what he had when he was with the Rams.
I don't think
Because
Jordan Love is bad. I just don't think that comparably he's better than Jared Goff at the moment. And I think you're right. Asking Jared Goff to throw the ball 40 times and win a game.
you're not going to do it.
If
It doesn't
uh,
happen.
yeah,
That's my point. We've seen it. You're not going to win again. You're not winning Super Bowls. You're not winning against elite teams with Jared Goff if you ask him to be the quarterback. That's why you won't have Jared Goff in your top 7 because you understand if he has to win you a game, is he going to be able to do it? With Jordan
I think he
Love,
can.
when has he shown it? Why is he not in LA anymore?
Well, I mean, that offense was ass by the time he left.
The reason that they got rid of him is because they understood the ceiling. We're going to have to run the
Yeah,
ball 500 times to win the game. And then when he got there, the Lions
I
looked
think
great
he's made
last
a
year.
lot of improvements
Yes,
since he's been traded.
He's
Yeah,
better now than he was then. But I'm saying, do you trust him to be an elite quarterback when he needs to win you a playoff game? Or do you need Jameer Gibbs and Montgomery to cook. That's the
that's just,
argument.
that's
Is the
that's just a victim of circumstance at this point that
right?
they got two really good running
And
backs.
if the circumstances don't work, like they didn't when he was with the Rams and they went to the Super Bowl, he doesn't win.
Yeah, that was a
And the Packers
stinker of a
defense
game.
is going to make him have to throw the ball, and you have Micah Parsons coming after him.
We'll
If
see. I
yeah,
mean,
we're definitely gonna
yeah,
see,
yeah,
but
we'll see.
I think like the coordinators being gone is gonna be a situation, and then I also think I think they were able to beat Baltimore. They're
Mhm.
able to win week 2, but I want to see how they look against Green Bay.
I will say this in regards to y'all little tiff. Um, I think the slander on Jared Goff is hurtful. Because I do think he can throw a ball, and I would trust him, especially with the weapons he has. Last year, he had the second most touchdown game winning drives in the league in the last 2 minutes, behind Pat Mahomes. He tied with Jalen Hurts. I think he can do it. My problem with Jared Goff and with Detroit is, for the same reasons you love a guy like Dan Campbell,
You hate a guy like Dan Campbell.
the decision making wins and loses you games all the time. And so like I and then there are also times for every game winning drive Jared Goff led, man, he would have a drive where he could have had double, and he throws a terrible ball. So it's not that I don't trust him to do it.
I see him more as Sam Darnold. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
Is Sam Darnold had an amazing season last year.
yeah,
Stats out the ass. He was great. When it's winning time, do you trust
yeah.
Sam Darnold to beat the other team's quarterback? If no, that's where Jared Goff is for me.
I will
And
say that, like, last year, Detroit was at its best when they came out. They took the ball first and scored because they
they
could run
were
the ball.
remember when they lost last year, which was not in the conference championship, they were predicted to wash Washington. Do you
Yeah,
know how many touchdowns to interception Jared Goff finished with?
no,
One
It was like
tutty,
one.
3 picks.
Yeah.
That's why I don't trust him. That's the
Def.
when you
yeah,
need him to win you games because their defense can't get a stop. Can he? Whenever everything is running great, he plays good. He plays solid. He's a good quarterback. He can win you games. But whenever it doesn't, can he win you the game? That's mine. I don't think he's a bad quarterback. I'm not trying to slander him. I'm just saying more do I think that Jared Goff can be the reason that you win a Super Bowl? Can he be the difference? And I'm like, I don't. I can
no,
see Jordan Love being
a
that
difference. Yeah,
because his talent, his poise, his accuracy at times, and him losing to the Browns, I think is more of a circumstance of the Browns defense is better than what people think.
I feel like Jared Goff in those kind of games shrinks to a game manager.
Exactly.
Like, where in the regular season, he'll regularly throw for 300, 400 yards. When it comes to crunch time in a big game, sometimes he kind of reduces himself to a game manager. Like, I, I saw everything I needed to see in the Super Bowl against Tom. It was like one of the worst offensive displays I've ever seen in my life when he had Gurley.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Like,
fell asleep watching that Super
Because
yeah,
Bowl.
he
It
couldn't run the
was.
ball. And
yeah,
that's been my point is if he doesn't have a running game or he doesn't have offense that is misdirection and being creative and you just have to play quarterback, do you
yeah.
trust him? And that's why I'm like, has he improved? Yes, but he's also had a 9 for 19 complete like 9 completions, 19 attempt
Yeah.
game in the playoffs. And I'm like,
Note
I just
something to note. That was the game he came back from that thumb surgery.
yeah, yeah.
So I, it's a hard question for me, because if I'm looking at the teams as a whole, I trust Detroit's talent more than Green Bay's. But Green Bay and Minnesota have historically owned that division for the last like 20 years,
Yeah,
up
last year
until
was
last year.
last
Yeah.
year was Detroit, and I think Detroit is a really, really good team. I just don't know if I don't know how much of it is fool's gold. How much can you hide
Yeah.
that you have coordinators that are gone that it's
Yeah,
going to slow you down.
that's what makes it
Now,
hard for me.
now that you don't have the Ben Johnson, now you have to be that guy every week. That's
Yeah.
where I'm like, okay, let's see. Now, if he does it and he wins an MVP and he's just that, then cool. But Jared Goff to me, if we're talking quarterback rankings, Jared Goff is more 7 to 10 than he is anything else. I have like Baker. I can trust Baker more than I trust him. I can trust Jalen more than I can trust him. I can trust Herb Dog. And Herb Dog, we've seen him shit down his leg. But
Yeah,
as
we
far
did.
as far as like a talent standpoint, I can trust Herb Dog more to have to shoulder it because I don't see Jared Goff shouldering these dubs. I see the whole Lions team being the makeup of it. If the Lions team as a whole can't, how does he look? It's essentially how do the Steelers look if you make Aaron Rodgers have to win the game?
Yeah.
I think if the Dolphins can make him have to win the game, they come into Acrisure and they get a dub in the cold. But their
Don't
defense
you
is
ever
shit. It's
call
not
it that
Falcons.
weird name again. That's Heinz
Yeah.
Field, son.
That's the problem. That's the problem with Pittsburgh, man. They went away from the ketchup bottle.
Hey, it is what it is. It is what
It's
it
been a
is.
downhill
That's
slope ever since.
Yeah, but
that rename
Oh
has been
my
pissing
god.
me off since they
but
did it. I didn't know how to pronounce it.
I do hope that Jared Goff takes that step. Jesus Christ, let's go, Jordan. Let's go, baby. Let's go. You
We
bomb. You
we don't know what
bomb.
happened. Nobody knows what happened.
You're about to see.
I was like, I'm delayed right now.
I have him in
So,
fantasy playing you right now, Isaiah, and he was cooking. He was cooking and then just got caught
By a linebacker.
by fucking Peyton Wilson, bro.
oh, Jordan Addison.
Yeah,
Not just any linebacker, a white boy.
white one. Hey, Peyton Wilson got them wheels on. But
Oh,
gents, let's talk this. I one of my buddies, uh, he had a good question and he was like, he was like, who would you like to sit down and chat, have a conversation with, dead or alive in these sports? Obviously, baseball, basketball, football, and then I added the WWE one. So I figured if we do it line by line, baseball, who would you like to have a conversation with in baseball? Alive, one dead.
give me alive King Griffey Jr. Give me dead. Uh, if you want me to be honest with you, probably, probably Babe Ruth, man. I just want to see what it was like back in the
See
day.
if he was black.
And Babe Ruth is a black man. Yeah.
I would
I,
say probably dead Jackie Robinson. Um, alive. Mm,
The unit. He would have go hang out with Randy
no, not
Johnson.
not the unit.
alive for me is Randy Johnson. I'm not even trying to.
The unit.
Good job.
Man, that's tough.
Kick the field goal.
I would
next time.
say maybe. Oh man. I know who I'd like to have a conversation with.
Aaron Judge.
Give me a no, man. Give me David Ross, dude.
Surprised you
I'll
didn't
take
pick
David
Jose
Ross.
Fernandez.
He's dead. I already picked a dead guy.
Yeah, I know. That's
Although
what I'm
I would
saying.
like to know what them parties was all about. Shit.
I want to know what happened
There
on
must have
that
been
yacht
some
that
wild
day.
ass parties.
Yeah, bro. Alive for me is the unit. Give me Randy Johnson. I don't know if y'all seen that video of him and Marshawn. That
Oh
is
my
Yeah.
god,
fucking
bro.
Marshawn was like,
hilarious.
no.
Yeah, yeah. Give me him, and then dead. I said Babe too, just because I think it would be cool just to know, like, babe, how did it feel taking a rip off of a big cigar, hitting a home run, and going back to the cigar? And then alive,
Immediately after.
I said Randy Johnson. Never mind. All right, yeah. Basketball did one
Low,
dead, one alive.
low key, can I change mine to Pete Rose? Because I want
Yeah,
to know
yeah,
what he
yeah. Oh
was
yeah, I
cashing
forgot
out
Pete
on
people.
them
Yeah,
on
fucking
them
Rose.
parlays.
yeah. Go ahead. But basketball, one dead, one alive.
Ooh. Give me Wilt Chamberlain dead.
Of course.
Um, for lots of reasons.
Hmm. Oh, I
Um,
can tell you the reasons.
and alive, honestly, he's been my boy, man, and I always fight for him. Give me Kyrie Irving uh, alive.
God, that would be a hell of a conversation, man.
That would be.
Yeah,
Hopefully, Kyrie
For
listens to the
me,
podcast.
dead.
please.
Hmm. Um,
Jerry Buss. No.
Man, Jerry
no.
West.
No, no.
Jerry
Well,
West, he's
yeah.
alive, is he not? Did he die? He ain't
No,
died
Oh
he
yet,
no,
has
died.
he?
he is.
Yeah.
Well,
Jerry
yeah,
Buss
he's
died.
alive. Never mind. Oh
I would.
man. So when he
No,
goes,
Jerry West
everybody's
is
gonna blame
dead.
me. Is he?
Jerry.
Did he finally
Yes.
go
He
I couldn't
died
remember. I
like
thought
a
I.
year
last
ago.
year?
I
Yeah,
thought I
Yeah.
saw. I thought I saw where he died, but
yeah.
I
He
wasn't.
died.
I
He
couldn't
died last
remember for
summer.
certain.
Last
Okay,
summer
so
he
Yeah.
died.
Give me Jerry West dead, because yeah,
These
he'd be
all
a
these
fun conversation.
conversations sound so bad when we start. Yeah, give me so and so dead.
Well, it's just to have a conversation with people want to take it out of context. That's on them. Basketball, y'all know who I'm picking for dead. It's not that hard. Bing.
Yeah,
It's not that
Kobe.
hard. Bing. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I just be like, hey, bro,
Yeah.
it was cloudy out that day. Why did you? Yeah.
alive. Oh yeah.
Who?
Give
Yeah.
me Larry Legend alive, man. Give me
Yeah.
Larry
I
Legend.
think that would be dope. That would be hella
Yeah,
dope.
the
Um,
French.
alive. Give me. You know what? Give me the goat. Give me Michael Jordan. I want to gamble with Michael Jordan with his money because yeah, I ain't
Well,
got
yeah,
it
with
like that.
his money.
Yeah, yeah. I just want to be like, hey, bro, I sat with Kobe and he said he was better than you. What's happening? Football, one dead, one alive.
That's tough, man. God, this might y'all might have to circle back to me. I'm trying to
Bet
think of
I can
like,
go alive. Give me Marshawn. Dead, dead. Probably Sean Taylor.
yeah,
Onside kick. It doesn't
yeah,
matter.
yeah.
Oh, alive, man. Alive. Give me Brett, baby. Brett Favre. Let's go.
Brett Favre.
And then let's see,
The
dead,
scandal man himself.
bro. I'm trying to find out, man. I'm trying to get some of that money.
Man, for real.
Dead. Boy, Sean Taylor was a good pick. I thought about him. Um, I have to circle back on the one that's not here anymore.
There's some good ones. That's crazy.
There's a
That's
lot of respectfully. There's a lot of motherfuckers that have
let me
died that have
change from
played in
Sean
the
Taylor. Let
NFL.
me change from Sean Taylor. Let me go to Walter Payton.
Ooh. You know what? You know what? I know mine. Dead. Give me the juice. OJ
Ah,
Simpson.
yours truly, OJ Simpson.
Hello, Twitter world.
It's yours
I just
truly.
want to know. I mean, I think we all want to know.
Did you
You
do
know, the
it?
looming, the
Oh
question.
yeah,
But
absolutely.
I also want to be like, man, what was it like in Buffalo, like running behind a no-name offensive line, running for 2,000 yards in 14 games? What was like LA like back in the 60s when you were at USC? And alive to me, he's still my boy, man. I got Ricky Williams, man. I just
I've been forgetting he's a thing right now.
Give me
yeah.
Dad. Give me John Madden, dude. Give me John
Oh,
Madden.
okay, okay,
Ooh, okay.
okay.
I like that. Not a deep. I think no pools were deep because all these dudes were legends, but I like that one. It's a
Yeah,
good
bro.
pick.
I'm surprised you didn't
Is
say Barry
Ditka?
Sanders, Isaiah.
Well, I mean, I've met
You would
Barry
take Ricky
Sanders,
Williams over
so
Barry?
I've already met Barry Sanders, so I haven't met Ricky Williams.
Yeah, nobody cares. Fuck both of them, actually.
Stupid.
Um, WWE, dead or alive?
This one's hella easy for me.
Let me
Both
tell
ways.
you something
Yep.
that came from the
Give me the
master.
fucking Macho Man, baby.
You
Don't
said
let
you
you
want to
in.
have dinner with me? The
You didn't even
Macho
see it.
Man, Randy
Chicken
Savage.
sticks. Maybe a little potatoes on the
The
side of it.
potatoes.
Oh
Give me the
shit.
mashed potatoes. Yeah. Yeah. Just
Honestly,
go pick
Macho
up
Man's a
that
good pull.
spilled drink over there. Yeah.
Macho Man's a good pull. I'll let you have Macho Man. I'll take Eddie Guerrero.
I'll take a.
I already know. Go
Don't.
ahead,
I'll
go ahead,
say
do
Owen
it.
Hart. I'll
Do
say
Sounds
it.
like
Owen
dope.
Hart. I thought about,
I was
but
like,
I
yeah,
knew
dope.
yeah. Give me.
exactly what you was going to.
I
Yeah,
saw that side eye. That
yeah.
side eye. Biggest tell. He said,
Give me Owen Hart. Give me Owen Hart, and then alive. Give
Taking Stone
me,
Cold, baby.
give
Let's
me.
go.
I'll give you
"What?
Stone Cold.
What?
Steve Austin,
What?
the North Texas
Oh, you know
football
what,
legend.
man? I
What?
bet LA Knight would be a fun hangout too.
Alive. Let me see. Let me see.
Yeah.
Alive.
Yeah. Let me talk to you.
Yeah.
You got to
Give me
get out.
Roman. Give me Roman. Actually, I kick it with Roman. I was gonna say The Rock, but I think Roman is probably a little bit more laid back because he's not as rich as The Rock. I think The Rock is probably a great guy. I think I'd have fun. Like The Rock has like a bunch of fully stocked bass ponds, but give me Roman. I think he's more down to earth, and that would mean in tails I would get to kick it with all of the Fatus. I'd get to kick it with
Yeah.
Solo, the twins, Jacob, dig up Umaga. Yeah.
That's such a morbid comment, man.
Hey man, I
Dig up
love
Umaga.
Umaga. I love him.
Dig him up.
Isaiah, who you got
Kick
for
him
alive?
alive. Ooh, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I think alive the best wrestler that I can think of right now.
Is garbage.
Huge. No, I'm not gonna say it. I almost said Eugene, but I'm not gonna say. Give me
No, go
Kurt
ahead, go
Angle
ahead.
alive. Give me
Perk.
Kurt
Yeah,
Angle.
yeah.
Perk
I think that would
Angle?
be fun. I think that
Yeah,
would be
give
dope
me
as
give
hell.
me newly sober.
Newly
Well, not
sober,
newly
man.
sober, but sober Kurt Angle, just to hear about like, hey man, when you were getting on those DUIs and stuff, like
I'm gonna take mine back actually because you just reminded me. Give me Perk HBK.
perked out
Yeah, bro.
HBK.
Because then I'd get to listen to him book an NXT show. Yeah. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, it's true.
it's the truth.
Neither one of you wanted to hang out with the Hulkster?
No, no.
I
Sorry.
I would
My bad,
much
guys.
rather like to kick it with what was his name on Rocky 3? Thunder Lips.
Just
Yeah.
yeah, Thunder Lips. That is, I don't know how that name made it through the entire writing process,
Thunder Lips, bro.
all the way down to the credits, where they in the '80s were like, "Yo, I really like this name, Thunder Lips.
That's the one right
I think
there.
it'll go."
That's the one right there. We won it.
That yeah, dude, let's go with Thunder Lips. What?
Pause. Um, that's not bad. Well, I mean, is there
That's a
anything else that you fellas want to dive into as the Steelers are trying to close this one out? 3rd and 1, they get the first down, the game's over. Kenneth Gainwell is running pretty hard today. No Jalen Warren. What's
yeah.
next for Mike Gundy?
Oklahoma State product, Jalen Warren. What's next for Mike Gunday? Gunday? He's sitting at
Kenneth
the
Gainwell's about
house.
to run for a hundo, bro.
Mike Gundy's going to be sitting at the house, presumably until transfer portal season. Um, I
I'll
don't
say this.
think
I don't know if
teams are
y'all
coming to
saw this,
call.
but Kel Gundy said wherever Mike goes, he's going.
He's going, yeah, I seen that. That should
I
have
was
been a
like, oh,
flag.
Oh, I
okay.
don't mean nothing.
Oh,
I don't
oh,
mean-
Isaiah, that shit you sent me on was it Instagram?
yeah, which one was it?
Fucking gold dust, man. Were you doing a
Oh,
gold dust roll up on you in the gym? That shit was
yeah.
funny. I don't know what I'd do.
you wouldn't kick it with Goldust? He
When
wouldn't
he
No,
be your
it
used to
was
alive.
like check
like,
up.
yeah, if he takes a basketball and tells you check ball. It's just music. Oh my god, it was funny. As soon as I opened it, I was like, oh my god, this is fucking dumb.
Shattered Dreams production. Bro, on the spot, if you guys had to pick one wrestling entrance to make in your
Oh,
lifetime, which one would it be?
Oh, damn.
dude, Shattered Dreams is
Bro,
peak,
it's
man.
hard to beat.
But you know what else was ahead of its time that was really good that people don't appreciate? MVP.
Yeah.
His entrance was
One,
pretty dope.
two, you hear the
Yeah,
clock ticking.
coming out the damn
Yeah.
inflatable
Have
tunnel, like
have you seen
Yeah.
the him on a pod? He was talking to someone and they were talking about where that idea came from. They
mm-mm.
said it was Dusty, it was the American Dream Dusty Rhodes, baby.
American Dream Dustin
American
Rhodes.
He
Dream.
had some good. He contributed to WWE in his older years a lot.
Way
Who
more than
the
people even
American
Yeah.
Dream
realize.
Dusty Rhodes?
Listen, man,
Yeah.
if I'm picking an entrance of all the entrances, for me it's Batista.
Man,
I
The
was
machine
flirting with
guns
the
were
idea.
fucking dope,
Yeah.
dude.
man. They're going
I
for
That's
it?
that's probably my all time favorite entrance.
No, that's a delay game, but
No, I was flirting with the idea of Batista, but Cameron beat me to it. Man,
if they go down here and kick a field goal and send this to overtime, I'm gonna be pissed.
You can't really do the. I'm like trying to figure out a decent one.
Like
I
Goldust was
think
pretty
Kane.
dope.
I think
Canes was
Kane's
dope.
is
Yeah.
Yeah,
timeless,
yeah. Well,
and of course
which
Stone
version of
Cold,
Kane? Which version of Kane?
the one with the lyrics.
Oh, Slow Chemical. So that was like right
Yeah,
before he took the mask off and right after he took the mask off. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. I would say since y'all took those two, I'll go with Edge, Metalingus.
Mm,
Yeah.
you think you
Edge is
On
know
pretty
this
me?
dope.
day, I
You know
see
what's crazy
clearly.
is now, like in today's WWE, I think my favorite is Seth Rollins, dude.
Yeah,
Like I don't know why, because it's slow, but I like his persona with that entrance is I don't know. To me, I get jacked up every time
he
I hear
pause.
his burn it down. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh,
Well,
like hell yeah, I like this
I've
entrance.
liked the Burn It Down even whenever they added it to his original theme. Just the
Yeah,
drr, 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 drr,
I
yeah,
think
drr, drr,
I think if that's the
drr.
case, then Y2J should really be a part of this conversation.
yeah. What? Well, Y2J
Ah,
is my all time. I think it's the best entrance. Like how he innovated it throughout the years. Like
Yeah,
to me, it's the best entrance ever.
I listen to that song just sometimes, just because
I have a lot of
that's
wrestling
one of the
songs
few
on
wrestling
my
songs.
I have them on
Yeah,
my playlist, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
that's
No,
like
I
one
got a
of the
lot
few
of.
that I was like,
Ha,
I fuck with
lol,
that
game
song.
time.
Uh,
Carson Wentz threw a game winner. Like
get out of here.
a game sealing
Oh,
interception. I'm
pick.
sorry.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was like, he didn't throw a game-winning touchdown. Don't lie
He
like
threw a
that.
game. That's our fifth corner. Carson, go retire, you bum.
I
He looks so
I
scared. Pretty snap. Worried
I
about him.
think Chris Jericho just for his character work is one of the all time greatest like
He
wrestlers.
is.
Period.
He is.
Because I mean,
Reinvented himself like eight
so
times.
many times, yeah, and
Yeah.
has one of the funniest gimmicks in wrestling history with the damn list.
Yeah.
That shit was funny
Yeah.
And it
all the time.
actually held up. You know, sometimes gimmicks get laughed out of the building and they don't last for.
Yeah,
He kept that going for like a whole year,
yeah. He
like over
created
a year.
the wrestling talk shows. Well, I guess he didn't create that. That was that Janetti and HBK that
Yeah,
started all that.
the
Yeah,
No,
barbershop.
no, no, no,
but
no, no, no. That was
It was
Snuka.
Brutus Beefcake that had
It
the
was Snuka.
barbershop.
Yeah.
okay.
Snuka. Well, actually, no. I'm sorry. I think Roddy Piper did.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. Piper's
Yeah,
Pit. Yeah,
Piper's Pit, and then
but Jericho brought it back because there
yes,
hadn't been any of that in a
in
while.
forever. After I
And
think after the Brutus the Beefcake, where HBK
Yeah,
super kicked Marty Jannetty. After that, it was
yeah.
very few and far between. And then
Mm,
Jericho brought it back because it's old school wrestling, and he
yeah,
wanted to. Oh shit! I don't think this interception is going to count.
hell yeah.
and then
Let's see.
being the
One.
first ever undisputed champion. I mean, there's just a lot
Beating
that
The
goes into
Rock
his
and
character
Stone Cold on the
on the
same
same
night.
night, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Same night.
yeah.
Yeah, but he should really be interest wise. He needs to be part of the conversation.
yeah.
But my favorite by far is probably Kane's with the lyrics.
I
My
have that on
favorite
my.
entrance, my favorute entrances of all time was when Kane did the pyro and it didn't go off, and
Oh my
everybody
Yeah,
looked around
he
like,
god!
"What the
looked
fuck happened?"
around.
Are you talking about the one where he did it when the Big Show was in the ring with him, and he
Yeah,
hit it,
and
and he was like, and
nothing
the Big
happened.
Show's like
Yeah.
That's the funniest shit ever, man.
that one, and then the Undertaker did. You remember he used to turn the lights up.
Yeah,
He, he used to at one point he would just do it really fast, and
yeah,
the lights are supposed to like, and he did that, and they hit Kane's pyro.
yeah. It hit him in the
Hit
face.
him in the face.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was like, "You sons of bitches." Oh
yeah.
my
Because
god.
he never he always made sure he sold his character really well, and in that moment, I would have broke character too. I'd be like, "What the fuck was that?"
He did
I
break
would have been.
character whenever his jacket actually caught on fire at the elimination chamber.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh.
started stripping out of it, and then he went to
Get
the
the fuck out!
elimination chamber pod and like dumped water all over his. So yeah, that's
Oh, speaking
crazy.
of
There's
Marlon, did you?
There's
Sorry,
another
I
interception.
didn't,
I can hear my family in the
I
room.
didn't, I didn't.
Maybe there's another flag. I hear him
Nah, it's
now,
a
like, what
flag.
there
the
was a
fuck?
flag.
Yeah.
Oh,
There was
oh
a
yeah,
flag.
offsides.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, yeah. That was definitely offsides.
not to cut into this, but did you happen to look at SmackDown the other night? Did you
I
see
have
anything
not
about it?
watched it in a while.
Worst botch in WWE history in the main
Oh
event.
yeah, the Nia
Oh,
Jax
the
one.
yeah,
That if
yeah,
it
I
ends
seen
up on
that the
Yeah,
Twitter,
pin. Yeah.
Yeah, if it ends
Yes,
up on Twitter, then it's
hilarious.
Let's
bad.
let's let's talk about this before we hop. So we did see that WrestlePalooza was dog shit, and we've talked about it before. The product is stale.
Yeah.
Why do y'all think? Again, we've talked about it, but like, what do y'all think is the biggest reason? Because I've talked to a couple of people and been like, I think the reason is because they're not letting pro wrestling dictate it, where pro wrestling doesn't care about the names sake. Pro
Hmm.
wrestling is just the product, and they're
Product, yeah,
trying too hard to sell with names instead of just being pro wrestling and
yeah,
creating new superstars.
yeah. No,
Uh,
I believe that 100%. I think we talked about it a week ago or 2 weeks ago. If you have a fucking event called WrestlePalooza, first of all, terrible name.
Stupid name.
Let's just
Yeah.
let's just start there. Second of all, it's they sold with the two names that were closing it out, and then I think we talked about it where Brock Lesnar just comes out, F5s him like 5 times, pins him, game's over,
And
and then
it's a
comes back
rinse
in the ring and
repeat,
then does it again. Yeah, it's
rinse
stupid.
repeat.
Why are you paying Brock Lesnar like he's a huge? Yeah, I don't think he's a huge name anymore.
I'll tell you
I
why.
don't.
Cena.
Because the you're trying to pay homage to John Cena and give him what he wants. Also, the reason why I think we're fixing to see the return of Edge. They've
They
already
already came
teased it.
out. I think they already came out and said that shit's not happening.
Oh, it's not okay. Well,
Yeah,
they were teasing it on AEW with
yeah,
like him walking away from Christian and whatnot.
yeah.
I I think I think that it's a combination of some things. I think you have an influx of talent. I don't think that Triple H does well with pushing talent that needs to be pushed. I said this when we first talked about it. I don't understand why LA Knight hasn't been they haven't put a strap on him and like a major like heavyweight championship. He's been pushed by the crowd for so long, and it's kind of like Dolph Ziggler, like and Daniel Bryan. Like why wait so long? And then when you did finally put the strap on them, the crowd went crazy and the pop was real. But I think a product of that is because there's so much young talent that they're trying to make the future Braun Breaker, and still
Well,
trying to
they're.
keep Jay
I
Uso
think they're
relevant.
gate. I think that's gatekeeping though is what they're doing right now. Like it's 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 a waste of all these other dudes' talent to where like he ain't getting any younger. LA Knight is one of the oldest
Yeah,
superstars on the roster right now.
I think,
yeah,
in my personal opinion, I think LA Knight is just he's missing the ball. I know I understand the crowd reaction with him and with Jay. I think the biggest issue right now is their age is what's
yeah,
causing it because they are over. It's taken away from the younger guys. It's taken away from what they could be bringing to the product. So you have storylines that you can actually build. But even besides that, I think one of the biggest issues is we no longer have storylines that are like everything on the card has a storyline.
yeah.
It's not. It's like a couple of years ago, everything on the card had a storyline.
Yeah,
Everyone on the card had a storyline.
it made
Now
you
it's
watch
just
week to
yeah.
week.
Now it's
There was real
literally just
feuds.
now you're talking about the Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins, but what's the other storylines? The women, in my opinion, the women's
Have
they
better
have
ones.
story. Yeah, their
I
stuff is
I
fine.
I think they are cooking something right now with Jay Uso. Like
Yes.
I think the angle between him and Jimmy and LA Knight, I think they're cooking something pretty big between those three. But when wrestling's at its peak, it has two or three maybe top stars, and they're week to week to week. And I think that's another problem is your key players right now. They don't do shit. Like Seth Rollins shows up and talks for 2.5 minutes, and then that's all you see of him. Like
And if he
wrestling at
wrestles
its
Braun and
peak,
Braun come beat the shit out of people, that's it.
yeah, wrestling at its peak, those guys that you have carrying the company, they're involved in backstage, they're involved in promos, they're involved in matches. Like everybody loves Roman Reigns, and he's never there. Like you keep writing him off TV. Why? Like it's the same thing with Seth Rollins. Like everybody got behind Seth Rollins, then you wrote him off TV for like a month and a half, and then you brought him back just to piss off the crowd and have him take the belt
Which
from CM
which
Punk, and then you
that
did
is fine.
nothing with that.
Yeah, that
Like,
though I'm fine with it because it does further the Seth versus CM Punk feud. But their feud at this point, in my opinion, is one of those where it's like, cool, you've Seth came back and cost CM Punk. You guys have been feuding for forever. Seth hates him. Hell
yeah,
in a Cell. That's
yeah,
what this is. Instead, what do we get? Oh, well, let's bring our wives into it.
mixed tag match. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. You
it's
did nothing with it. Like
yeah,
it
it's
pisses me
dumb.
off.
Yeah. And now we're already pivoting
You know,
and it's recycling of the same shit. Isaiah, you mentioned it, the whole Brock Lesnar and Cena thing. Why would you watch?
Yeah,
That's literally the exact same match they had at SummerSlam 2016. Down
yeah,
to the
yeah.
same promos building up to it. It's the same thing. And
It's
I
a
know people
waste of time, talent, resources, money, and you're paying these dudes that were dominant forces a decade ago. They're older. They're not even showing up. You're taking money out of the people that could actually make the product better.
yeah.
I think that was a dumbass angle. I think it was great to bring AJ Lee back, but at the same time, she's not wrestling week to week. That was a let's pay you
it's
$4 million. You show up for a couple weeks,
no,
you
she's back.
wrestle a
She's
little
back.
bit.
She's back for real, for real. Like for a
Oh,
while,
okay.
she just signed a contract. But even then,
Okay.
they're going for splash moments. They're not
Yeah.
going for splash
Yeah.
storylines. So they're going for
Well,
the Cena heel turn. The Cena
yeah.
heel turn took all of social media over. It was a big deal. Everything after that was hot garbage.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's like do
No,
something with it.
it's like with Cody Rhodes, man. The whole Cody Rhodes thing, like I like the character Cody Rhodes. I hate what they do. I cannot get behind it.
It's
Like
done.
when he
It's
was
over. It's
on his climb, yeah,
yes,
because there was a story built years in the making. But now it's like I knew he wasn't fixing to lose at WrestlePalooza. There's no story behind him and Drew. There's
correct.
nothing there. That's just a
It's
match. It's
yes.
pointless.
There's no
Like
reason for us to think
build
that he's
something.
going to lose. Yes,
They said
I
something after Monday Night Raw about Jay Uso potentially. I could see something being built there. Like once the whole
I don't.
deal with
I
LA
think
Knight
it's
and stuff, but
I think
because
it's
they,
all just they're holding place until WrestleMania, and that's a big problem. And I think WrestleMania will be some mixture of Punk versus Seth, Roman versus Cody again, which is fine. I think it'll be
Come on,
good,
punk.
but my biggest thing is what you were saying earlier too, Cam. The biggest times in things in pro wrestling in the history from the 60s, 70s, and whatever, the best and most over things are innovative. It's new,
yeah.
it's fresh, it has a different feel. When you are just regurgitating the same tired ass feuds that have been going on forever, that's the issue. Even Cody versus Seth right now. Who was Cody Rhodes' first feud whenever he came back to the company?
So
So why the fuck
mhm.
am I excited to see it again? Whenever you could do Cody versus Logan Paul. You could do Seth versus
And
Dom.
I'm
You could start
almost
breaking up Dom. You could start breaking up Braun Breaker from them to draw some appeal. But we're not
I'm
doing any of that.
almost willing to bet a paycheck that CM Punk is going to interfere in that match and cost Rollins the ring. Because that's what Rollins wants. He wants to be the undisputed goat, or the not goat, but the top
Yeah,
of the industry. And
yeah.
CM Punk is going to ruin that,
Which is
which is going to spark up that rivalry again.
Which is
I
I'm fine with it because they can finally build to something that actually matters. My issue with that feud is you don't build it up, make it a hateful hatred feud where you can tell they hate it and then just say mixed tag. Those are the
yeah
feuds that lead to Hell in a Cell, no
yeah
DQ,
what
things like
what they
that.
were doing with him and Drew,
Yes.
like that was a banger feud.
That's the blow off match has to be some first blood
Yeah.
inferno match. Loser gets thrown off the Devon Tower. Something like that is that's how you blow off a feud. But I don't want to go
I
too long.
hope I hope this will be my last thought
No, you're good.
with Cody. I hope they do something. This is something I could really get behind. I
Turn
want to
him
see
heel.
I want to see a Rhodes Rock match, and I want to see Roman Reigns come back. I want to see The Rock defeat Rhodes because he wouldn't sell his soul, and then I want to see Roman Reigns come back, and then you can build that match that you tried to build 2 years ago. and it went down the wash.
You want me to tell you how you do it? I can write this for Triple H right now, and he can not pay me anything. Just put me on the board, Triple H. I'm telling you, I can help.
The
This is how you
KO
do it.
board.
If you want to get to there, this is how you do it. First off, Roman comes back from filming the movie Street Fighters. You lead him back to like Roman versus Cody at that pay-per-view, right? At the WrestleMania
Yeah.
that'll be in Vegas. Rock costs Roman the match. Cody turns heel. Cody is now a heel. He gives his soul. You lead up to Saudi Arabia, the WrestleMania the next year, Roman Rock. There you go, Triple H. There you go.
Yeah.
But, gents, what do y'all want to listen or what do y'all want to leave the listeners with as we celebrate the Pittsburgh Steelers going 3-1 atop the AFC North, baby?
Big league, big time, big matches, big games, big time players, big time plays, and big time games. Shout out to DK Metcalf, who I buried on my fantasy bench, and he had 23. Thank you so much, DK.
There's no reason for you to be mad, bro. He probably gave you like
I'm
six,
not upset. I'm not upset.
4.2.
I'm maintaining. I'm fine.
You should be because you're playing me.
Literally,
I'm not
17 of your 23 came on one play.
Yeah. Yeah. So you might as well. And I'm glad he's on your bench because I'm playing you in the Yahoo League. But Cam?
Nothing, man. Looking forward to next weekend watching Michael Hawkins.
Hawk Tool.
And then hopefully next time we're talking, Jags are 3-1, looking good. Going into that, I think it's Kansas City next week. But yeah, anyways, appreciate the listeners.
Hey,
I'll leave y'all.
I'll leave
Shout
y'all
out to the.
Go ahead, Isaiah.
Make Norman great again.
Fuck yeah.
I was gonna say shout out to the Dolphins wearing the uniforms this week.
Yeah,
For us to lose by 10 against the Jets. Really appreciate that as well.
Isaiah, you know what? I'm not even going to talk to the listeners. Listeners, I appreciate y'all's listening to all this. Isaiah, I'm talking to you. This is what I'm going to leave you with. The Dolphins
He said I'm talking to you.
The Dolphins are going to win. Are you ready? And we'll talk to y'all next week. We out. Peace.
Peace.